Four international dream teams took the field here at Clearwater High School with the hopes of winning a world title. Tonight the field has been cut down to two. It's the defending champs from Canada taking on Team USA in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Hello everybody, my name is Eric Keaton. Welcome to Time Warner Sports coverage of the North American gridiron battle between Team Canada and Team USA. It's the championship in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Championship number 5. Let's bring in my broadcast partner, Brian Syracuse. And Brian, we're on the eve of Super Bowl 35, Ravens and Giants. But for many of these kids out here, this is their Super Bowl.
Well, it is a dream, Eric, and they did get to participate a little bit in the Super Bowl and going over and getting a press conference, getting to see some of the players. But the big thing is they're playing for their country, they're playing for the pride of their country, and both teams really showed it on Wednesday night.
Team Canada comes in tonight unbeaten in global football play, and Ian Breck's team had a big victory, 27-8 over Team Japan. Really one-dimensional, just kept the football on the ground.
Well, big victory, big team. I mean, that's what Team Canada is. We know every time you see these teams play, they're 3 times, all of them been pounding the football. They don't like to throw the ball too much, Eric.
Speaking of big, take a look at the numbers on Stéphane Leroux-Sillière, the quarterback. It's a 2-quarterback system. He'll get the start, 6'1", 247. That's correct.
That is correct. It's the new breed now, Eric. The big guys, you see there, you can even kick the football. But his main thing, I said, they don't like to pass the football. He's not going to put it up in the air. He is going to take the ball and run behind that big line.
On the defensive line, Michael Jean-Louis is one heck of a player. His defensive coordinator says, don't look at his size, look at his numbers.
Well, he's a key to this game, and the pressure he gets, he's so quick off the ball. Team USA likes to do a lot of pulling, Eric. He might be able to get back in the backfield and disrupt a lot of the plays.
Sam Roper brings in Team USA tonight with a chance to make history. They made history last Wednesday. 49 points racked up with the big play.
Oh, it was all big plays. You see 4 out of 7 touchdowns, 50-plus. I mean, I was talking about John Louis breaking up plays. Well, he's going to have to do a lot of it because Team Europe did nothing to this USA team.
2-quarterback system for Team USA. Jay Davis will probably get the start, but Achilles Houlis will get just as much playing time.
He will. They alternate series, and Achilles made the most of it. You can see what he did on the season in high school at Tarpon, but the guy is just fun to watch. He looked like a play is going to break down, and all of a sudden he makes something out of nothing.
On defense, the red, white, and blue produced 5 turnovers. One of them went the other way in the hands of Wes Erb in the form of a 86-yard touchdown.
Well, Wes Erb, one of the defensive stars, there were so many for this Team USA. He did take it the distance, and he went from sideline to sideline the whole night, and now he's going to be coming right at him because they're going to be smashing it.
It's going to be an extraordinary night, folks. Team Canada taking on Team USA. We'll have the opening kickoff in the coin toss right after this. Red Oak Farms Global Football Championships is brought to you by Red Oak Farms. Taste the difference. Capona's Dugout, where good sports meet. Welcome back to Clearwater High School, the site of the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5, Team Canada versus Team USA here at Jack White Memorial Stadium as the team captains prepare to meet at the 50-yard line between Team Canada and Team USA for the customary coin toss. Tonight, the coin will be tossed by hometown's favorite, Hassan Jones. Played football and basketball here at Clearwater High School, then went on to a great career at FSU and to star a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. So let's go down on the field to our official, Kevin Stein.
You will call the coin toss. Tails. That's heads. Mr. Hassan Jones will flip the coin. Call it while it's in the air, please. Heads. Heads. He called heads. It is tails. USA, you won the toss. You want to receive. USA has won the toss and will receive. Which way do you want to kick? Okay, you want to kick from the scoreboard? Step over.
Team USA wins the coin toss, and Brian, that's got to be the first battle in the notch for their win column, because obviously Canada wants to control that line of scrimmage. They wanted the football first, but they will have to play defense. Your officiating crew for tonight, you met the referee, Kevin Stein, the umpire, Troy Riley, the head linesman, Joe Magadina, line judge, Ed Bates, John Taylor, and Robin Peters are your sign and field judge. The back judge is Mike Blanton, and the electric clock operator is Ken Lamb. Head coaches tonight, Ian Breck on the left, talking to Gerard Commission, and on the right, there you see in the headsets, is Sam Roper. And Brian, Sam Roper is having quite a run here, 8-3 a season ago. Then he was 12-1, and Palms to Pinellas, he put that together, and then here for Team USA, he won on Wednesday night.
Well, he said he's more a administrator than a coach. He feels like Patrick Steenberg came in and asked him to do a lot. Obviously, Patrick did a lot himself, but Sam Roper really has gone above and beyond for this game and to showcase these kids. Obviously, all the coaches on both staffs did a lot, but he did more behind the scenes.
The quarterback, Stephane Leroux-Sillier, will get the start, and he will be the place kicker. He kicked the game-winning PAT in last year's championship against Europe in the muddy fields, the Mud Bowl up in Atlanta in the Global Championship #4. Back deep to receive is Dixie Hollins, Andre Hall, and Pinellas Park's Billy Henderson. Scored 3 touchdowns on Wednesday night. Wonder if he's got any more left in him.
Well, he put on a show the other night. A lot of Team USA put on a show the other night.
Well, the show is about ready to kick off here in Global Championship #5, and it is underway. A short kickoff going to be fielded by Hall at his 15. Takes it up the middle of the field, avoids one hit, still on his feet, and Team USA will start at around the 37-yard line. Nice little return of 22 yards by Hall, and Jay Davis brings out his troops.
Jay Davis, 6'3", 195 out of CCC, threw for over 6,000 yards in his career. Just unbelievable prep career, going on to NC State to continue that.
And he was our Time Warner Offensive Player of the Year.
And he's used to having all the weapons he has out there.
Has a single setback. Henderson was in the slot. Davis puts it up in the air and goes right down. Wanted to throw it, and he's sacked immediately. Team Canada with the big play coming from the outside is Guillaume Labonte from the defensive line spot.
So Labonte, we talked a little bit about the pressure up front. Team Europe didn't get it. These guys on offense for Team USA will have to deal with the pressure up front. Andre Hall, we saw him on the kickoff. Billy Henderson out of Pinellas Park, he talked about his big night. Danielle Williams, also a star with a couple of touchdowns. The possession guy, Corey Burrows. And Big Charles, chubby driver.
Loss of 6 on the play. Davis going to put it up again. Here's a little screen going to Danielle Williams. It falls incomplete. And Team USA started out 3 and out against Europe.
A big offensive line. You're going to see him here. Glenn Lee and his teammate out of Clearwater next to him, Chris Carruthers. In the middle will be Ryan Bordeaux out of Seminole. Jeff Pinehurst, the left guard, starting next to left tackle, the big boy out of CCC, Mike Caprat.
Now the officials are going to stop the clock. Only played 55 seconds here. USA is facing a 3rd down and 16 from their own 34-yard line.
Well, we saw that little screen that we saw the other day go for a big touchdown to Danielle Williams. Jay Davis used to throwing it to the 6'1", Marcus Edwards. That was their big play. He threw it a little bit high for the shorter, about 5'6", maybe that's even being generous, Danielle Williams.
Davis now talking to Charles Driver. Information that's been relayed to us. Team USA lined up in a 4-receiver set, and I believe that Coach Ian Breck is questioning whether they can do that. Remember, we do have specific rules in this tournament.
I didn't.
The Canadian defense tonight. The guys in red and white will line up like this. The defensive line, Adrian Davis, Michael Jean-Louis, the young man we featured in the open, Sean Sims. He's huge, 270 pounds, and Jean-Nicolas Jobois. Guys up front along with Guillaume Labonte getting the start tonight. And Canada is ready to go. The defending champions won global championship number 4, 7-6. As I mentioned, in the Mud Bowl, Team USA still yet to break the huddle. They're still discussing. That's Gene Gordon out of Boca Ciega. Him and Dusty Boylson of St. Pete High School are the requested coaches to watch the type of play and formations. The defensive backs and linebackers for Team Canada tonight: Jordan Johnston, Eric Miranda, and Bill Mosiak, a fine linebacking core, and they need to perform tonight according to Coach Breck. Wayne Jean, Lantier, the cornerbacks, Gerald Commission and Yves Hercurl are your safety. So now they have Patrick Steenberg, the founder of Global Football. They have him on the field.
Well, this is a big deal because, talking with Team Japan and hearing comments from them and their coaches, the information and the formations, they really felt restricted. Canada obviously plays a lot with 12 men. That's where the 12-men rule. They play 12-men football up there. So a lot of different things. They play with a lot of motion. So it is key to play the formations that are set, and for everybody to agree they're being played properly.
According to information we've received, the complaint was for an illegal defense at the way Team USA was lining up on offense. Patrick Steenberg on the left with the walkie-talkie and the jacket and jeans. He is the founder of Global Football, and alongside him to the left, Sam Roper.
He thought he would get his chance to enjoy the game, and he's already 1 minute into it. There's more stuff to be dealing with. And Coach Roper, obviously, as I mentioned, he's done a lot. So 1 minute in, and we're having the fun.
The week is closing down, but we're involved in. It can only happen in Florida when you have some type of incident. We're going to take a break. Be right back after this. Welcome back to Clearwater High School. While you were away, we had a completion to Charles Driver, but it was 3 yards short of the first down. And Brian Jack now back to punt for Team USA. This is DeFeer with the fielding of the punt, and he is popped by Team USA and one of his own men.
Brian Jack. Kicker that was picked up before this, and Fear, as he's getting taken down by everybody. You just have to be crazy to go out there and to return punts. You're asking to be popped.
Stephane Leroux-Sillier, the quarterback, 6'1", 247. His coach says he's kind of a Dante Culpepper type. He likes to run the quarterback draw. Did not throw the football that much in the opening game against Team Japan because he didn't need to. They controlled the clock and kept the football on the ground. High formation for Team Canada. And they'll give it to the tailback, and he won't get much. Alex Bawingi, 6'1", 220. Might have picked up 2. The offense tonight for Team Canada with Leroux-Sillier as the quarterback. And his backfield in motion. Alex Bawingi, the running back. Fullback is Greg Lund. The wide receiver, Danny Darabo. The smaller receiver is Daniel Zafir, and Chris Best is the tight end. Second down, and I call it a short 7. They give it to Bawingi again, but this time the USA defense is there. Might have lost a yard on the play. Larry Allison diving over the top as well for Team USA. The linemen, and they are huge, Brian, for Team Canada up front. This is almost a college line. Jeremy Simpson. The right guard is Cedric Marcoux. The center is Dominic Picard. The left guard, Eric Fortin. And the left tackle is Ali Manigat. And Ali has a twin brother playing as well, Olivier Manigat. They go about 6'2", 307. Third down, call it 7. No gain on the play. High formation again for Leroux-Sillier. He's back to pass. We'll throw it across the middle. Has a receiver, has a first down. And down to the 45-yard line. That's Danny Devereaux. First down, move the chains for Canada.
There was a holding you're going to see on the play, maybe. It's going to be brought back, but that's the best pass we've seen thrown here. Was LaRouche-Zerlier threw a strike there, and I mean, all coming back. Finally got something going for Team Canada through the air, and he's going to have it called back.
That flag was hidden, but let's hear it from Kevin Stein.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
Eric was about 5 yards behind the quarterback, and when it was thrown, it was kind of out there.
They'll take away the first down, and now it's a third down and 18 for Team Canada. They had a makeable first down, and now they really have to put the football in the air, and once again we have a timeout. We've kind of struggled to get things going here tonight, Brian.
We'll see that big offensive line going up the faster, a little bit quicker, and the fastest probably on the line. Brandon Rottmeyer, defense end, up front. Ryan Wyatt and Larry Allison will do the dirty work inside and outside. The Quez Gully, smallish guy, but has the ability to get to the outside. We see out there Charles Driver playing a little bit defense, played tight end mainly in his career, played a little defense his senior year.
No shotguns in the tournament. LaRouche-Zerlier fires it, has his man, close to the first down. Once again, it's Danny Devereaux, and he's about a yard shy up around the 33-yard line.
Hit Devereaux in stride. That was a perfect pass. You're going to see him drop back. Good protection, quick pass, though. You don't need a lot of protection, and just in stride. These Canadian wide receivers have been releasing in the first couple of passes a little bit better than Team Europe against Team USA.
I said earlier that Zafir was the smaller receiver. It's actually Devereaux. Devereaux at 5'9", and Zafir at 6 foot. LaRouche-Zerlier will punt. There are no fake field goals or punts in the tournament. LaRouche-Zerlier will get it off. Short punt, going to land it around the 45, take a Team USA bounce, and it will fall out of bounds at around the 44 of USA. And Achilles Hulis will take over at quarterback for the red, white, and blue. And you look at LaRouche-Zerlier there, and he's got to be thinking, geez, we had a first down, got taken back because of a penalty. We're throwing the ball well, and that's what Coach Breck wanted.
Oh, they're definitely throwing the ball well. A lot better. I mean, early, his first only 2 passes, but a lot better than they did against Team Japan. You can see Achilles Hulis last time against Team Europe. First play, handoff, touchdown. I think it's made it a little bit more difficult.
Gorman and Hall, the backfield for Hulis. Hall will get the carry, looking for some room. Across the 50, still on his feet, and breaking tackles is Andre Hall. He's in Canadian territory, down to the 41-yard line.
I was almost wrong. It was going to be that easy. I thought he was going to break that one. Did all the work. Just seems like he was sneaking under tackles here. You're going to get a good look, and there's the offensive line, and maybe a little bit of a hold gotten away with there. But look at the cutbacks by Hall, and just shedding tackles. Guy is not a big boy, Andre Hall, but he just seems to make people miss. 6 foot 190. That is being generous.
14-yard gain to the 41-yard line. Hall now lining up in the slot. 4-receiver formation. Larry Woods out there as well for Team USA. Single setback is Adam Gorman. Hulis will give it to Gorman straight up the middle. Gorman has good yardage, puts his head down, and he's down to the 31, close to another USA first down.
Well, nice run by Gorman, and well done blocking up front. We need to talk more about the blocking because they have just done an absolute unbelievable job there. Everybody, you see Carruthers all the way down the field making that block. Pinehurst had the first one kicking him out, and Adam Gorman doing the job with the football, running it up. And Team Canada did not get penetration on that play. They didn't use their speed up front. That'll be key to watch.
Team USA started out 3 plays and out. Now they keep the football on the ground, and they have 2 first downs and 2 carries. Gorman, left side. Gorman, a lot of room. Gets a block from Danielle Williams, trying to get another block downfield, and he's down at the 10-yard line. Adam Gorman, a pickup of 21 yards.
There's nobody in Pinellas County this year that finished their runs better than Adam Gorman. By the time the run's over, he looks for people to hit. There you see Andre Hall with a nice little block, getting him out there. Offensive line did a great job, and here you go. He's going to run over the defensive back. He is going to make them pay.
They call him down at the 11, so USA can still pick up a first down. Wide receivers are Myers and Williams, not the biggest guys on the field. I formation, they'll keep it on the ground again. It's Hall. Hall doesn't get much this time. He might have got inside the 10, and that's about all, as Canada just swarmed to the football.
The defense stepped it up there. USA, you're going to see him trying to string this play out. Gorman getting the block on the end, and Hall does real well reading his blocks, comes back. Carruthers was up in front of him with a pretty good block, but Team Canada flowed to the football real well there, Eric.
Mikhail Jean-Louis and Adrian Davis with the flow, getting to the football. 2nd down and 9. Williams comes to the near side, high formation. Hall straight up the middle. Hall still on his feet. He just disappears in that pile and keeps moving. He's down to the 5.
Not to put pressure on Andre Hall, but he reminds me of Warwick Dunn in the fact that he goes into a pile and you think there's no way he's coming out. Then you look on the backside and there he is. Here you're going to see him just sneaking through there. People really can't get a hold of him until the end there.
It will be a 3rd down and 4 on this drive. Team USA yet to put the football in the air. We have one receiver in the I formation.
It's where Mullah Muhammad Omar, the deposed Taliban leader.
Zone gets spun around, still on his feet, and he may be down at the 1. He can pick up a 1st down. And if he does have the appropriate yardage, it will be 1st and goal.
But looking by that spot, it looks like he is going to get the 1st down. And as you said, this has been all USA up front. Adam Gorman, but just leading in front of him. You get another look at him, just seeing where the cutback is, and then he goes for it. Turns his shoulders up well and fights for the extra yards. It looks like it's going to be close, but he is inside the 1 here.
They're going to bring the chains out. You saw number 21 for Canada, Yves Hercurl, try to stick his hand in there and strip that football away, and it didn't happen. The strength of Andre Hall to hold on to it, stretch the chains out, and Team USA will have a 1st and goal, or will they? They're having to put down a credit card, and the credit card has enough in it to say 1st down. I've never seen that before.
Got to be exact, Eric. We've had enough controversy early in this game.
So far, we want to make sure. Well, down here on the goal line, look for number 44. He ran it like the diesel earlier. And Adam Gorman. See if they give it to him straight up the middle. Running behind that center, Ryan Bordeaux. And the guards, Feinhersh and Carruthers. 1st and goal, Team USA, trying to get on the board. 4 minutes left in the 1st quarter. They give it to Gorman. Almost didn't get the handoff off. Touchdown, USA.
Gorman in the offensive line did the work. Why not pay him? Here you see Gorman just pushing it up. Andre Hall had a few good carries, but here you're going to see just brute strength. And why not go over Chris Carruthers? Probably the best offensive line on this football team. Just has one of those nasty streaks when he's out there playing.
Brian Jack kicks the extra point. The drive all on the ground for Team USA. The red, white, and blue have struck first. Adam Gorman, a 1-yard plunge, 7-0, USA. Adam Gorman scores a 1-yard touchdown, lost his helmet, scored the 6 points, and there you see the scoring summary in the Global Championship number 5, the first points of the night, 7 plays, 55 yards, Brian, all on the ground.
They stole Canada's playbook, Eric. It was a little bit more polling and using stunts, but they still ran the football, did not put it in the air.
Jack, a high kick, will be fielded at around the 11-yard line. Nick Wishart brings it straight up the middle. Wishart still on his feet, and he's down at the 34-yard line for Team Canada. And before we get to the next possession, let's go over a couple of the rules that we were informed of, some controversies, not really controversies, just rules, some warnings on the field. Team Canada had 5 players on the field. That was the first ruling we had. At the same time on defense, they're only allowed 4, and during that last drive, Team USA had the double tight end.
Well, you're allowed to have double tight ends as long as it's 5 yards in on the goal line. They were about the 9-yard line, and you said single set, and I was like, wait a second, I think that's illegal.
It should have been our cue. Handoff straight up the middle, big tackle, you know the number, Brandon Rottmeyer taking down the ball carrier. It was Alex Bowingi.
Take a look at the linebackers and D-back for Team USA. Up front, Wes Erb talked about his big play on defense. Vinny Capona, the tackling machine. Out of Dixie Holland, Melvin Tirrett, Freddie Middlebrooks. We're going to see him returning punts. And Sam Smith, the hard hitter, playing cornerback. Omar Lawrence makes big plays from his free safety. Nataboga Siega, the strong safety, Mike Williams.
Team USA has called for a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. Kevin Stein now explaining, not sure if the unsportsmanlike conduct was for a rules violation or for some jaw-jacking after the play. But it is a first down for Canada inside USA territory at the red, white, and blue 49-yard line. LaRosiliere wanted to throw it, now he'll throw it low, and it is dropped. And immediately hit is the receiver by Marvin Elliott. Out there trying to make the catch was Danny Derivo.
Derivo took a nice little shot. You're going to see here, not a bad throw. He's not really set. He doesn't look too comfortable in the pocket, but he hit his man on the numbers, and he has to make that catch. Marvin Elliott did a good job coming up. The D-back played at Seminole High School, part of that team that went undefeated in the regular season.
Another corner is Sam Smith, and now he will match up on Derivo. Second down and 10 for Team Canada. They trail 7-0 first quarter, 3:14 remaining in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. They are the defending champs from north of the border, and he almost fell down. LaRosiliere, now he throws it down the middle of the field and way over the head of the intended receiver, and a flag in the backfield.
I would not be surprised if we get a late hit. There you go, roughing the passer.
On the money. 2 penalties worth 30 yards.
We're going to take a look at this roughing the passer. He drops back. He's almost roughing himself on the way back, and he gets rid of the football. And we couldn't see it on the corner of the screen, but definitely the referee was convinced of it because he threw that flag right away. And one of the things here is you're out to protect the players.
Defensive coordinator Mike Perlin out of Seminole now, signaling his instructions. One of them has to be stopped getting the yellow flag thrown for inappropriate penalties.
Well, that's 30 yards tacked on this drive. That makes it difficult to stop a team when you're giving them 30 yards.
Canada now has the football on the 34-yard line of Team USA. They have 3 receivers. They'll hand it off to Wishart, and Wishart automatically goes down. Another flag on the play. Out there on the tackle is Vinny Capona.
Capona and Rottmeyer tandem. Rottmeyer has just been a player that, well, the player probably on the defense for Team USA. See him just coming down the line. He's been disrupting everybody. Vinny Capona reading it from his middle linebacker spot, coming up and making the play. And then you see Rottmeyer pulling on the face mask. That's what I get for complimenting him. Going in there, reaching in, and taking down the man by the face mask.
It's only a 5-yard face mask.
Face mask on the defense, unintentional, 5 yards, still first down.
4 penalties, 35 yards now on Team USA. First down over for Team Canada. Rosiliere, the quarterback, and he's going to put it up in the air. Wants to run it, will run it to the left side. This is what he likes to do, the little quarterback draw. Puts his head down, and he's down to the 19. Has a first down for Team Canada.
Well, his runs in the last game, Eric, set up 2 of the touchdowns. You can see him drop it back, and now he sees a little lane. He goes for it, tucks it away. See, for a big boy, he has pretty good wheels, and Marvin Elliott just took the wrong end of that. He was being blocked out there, but I mean, the big 6'1", 247, he brought all of it on that play.
Elliott was like, look, man, you can just go out of bounds. I'm not going to stand in your way. Officials call timeout. They want to get the placement of the placement of the football correct. All eyes are upon us. Coach Ian Breck's team driving right now. First positive yards they've gained without the help from a penalty flag. Rosilier looking to put it up in the air. Swallowed up by Brandon Rottmeyer. Not a big loss, but they do move backwards.
They do move backwards. Excuse me, Eric. The key was there. Pressure once more from Brandon Rottmeyer. Just straight up the middle. Double team and Ryan White on the other side. Rottmeyer comes straight up the middle on one-on-one. He beats both his man and the back.
And Alex Mwingi had his hands full that time with Wes Herb from the outside and Rottmeyer coming from the inside. Don't blame him. Blame the pressure from the red, white, and blue. Loss of 3. Play action. Pressure from behind. Rosier, a lot of time, will throw it into the end zone. Looking, picked off by Omar Lawrence. Lawrence is going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's down at the 12-yard line.
Pass over the top there by Team Canada, trying to go into the end zone with it. If he threw it a little bit deeper, his man was breaking behind, but Omar Lawrence did a great job just camping out under it. You're going to see another look at it. Just needs to get that ball a little bit deeper, give his man a chance. Then Omar Lawrence trying to do a little too much coming out of the end zone, and did well, though, holding on to the football.
Davis hands it off to Billy Henderson. Henderson's first touch. Henderson trying to break it to the outside, and he does. He's down at the 21-yard line.
Billy Henderson still running back to the huddle. Guy is just hard to stop. He is so much fun to watch when he gets the football in his hands. Billy Henderson probably just killed his global football average with that run of 9 yards.
Canada now on defense has to buckle down and get back the football and still retain the field position they have right now, but a second down and short. Burrows, the receiver, to the near side. Play action, Davis has to avoid the pressure, throws it too low. The pressure came from the outside that time from Team Canada. They read the playbook, and they knew that on a second down and short that could be a throwing situation for USA, and they knew it.
Well, they probably saw a tape of CCC because that's a play they love to run, that little half rollout. We saw it on Wednesday against Team Europe. Jay Davis got there, just underthrew Eric Hunter. Eric Hunter could not get back to the football.
3rd down and 1 now for Team USA. 49 seconds left in the first quarter. They stopped the drive with the interception. Hand it off to Henderson. Henderson right side, hit hard by Commission, right near the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got it, Brian. He's very close.
Commission just stepped in there, lowered his head, did well. Billy was trying to give him a shake. He stayed there, leveled out. You're going to see him squaring up to him. Henderson with a little side step. But just enough for the first down. You see there a good collision with Eric Hunter inside. Commission comes in, though, makes a stop just a little bit late.
Well, he sent a message because Henderson wasn't stopped like that the other night. Also helping out with the tackle was Philippe Audet.
Team USA wasn't stopped like that.
Exactly. Exactly. 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Davis swings it out. Nice block. Williams has it. Williams spun out of bounds at around the 29-yard line, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Team USA still has the football, and they still have the lead, 7-0. We're back on Time Warner right after this. Start of the second quarter here at Clearwater High School. Clearwater High School cheerleaders wonder who they're cheering for. Is it Team Canada or Team USA? Because East Lake was cheering for Team Canada the other night.
Well, they
were the home school. 2nd down and 3 for Davis. He'll give it to Henderson. Henderson left side, spins out of a tackle near the 1st down. Commission has his numbers on number 10 again, but he also had help.
You're going to see a big push up front by the offensive line still, and Phil Henderson on one leg getting through there. And as you say, Commission coming up again and hitting Billy Henderson, 5'11", 180, just an explosive back. 3 touchdowns, as he mentioned earlier. He did it all in that game on Wednesday night.
His 4-yard carry is enough to move the chains for Team USA. Inside handoff here, going to Eric Hunter, his first touch, and Hunter just dragging tacklers down to the midfield stripe. 1st down for Team USA.
Eric Hunter's ankle must be feeling a little bit better because he just shot up there. Nice little counter play, get everybody moving one way and come back and just being led. The Pratt was out there in front of him looking for somebody to block. There was nobody to block, and Hunter cut it the other way, and Charles Driver, it looks like, got rolled on by Eric Hunter at the end of that play. Sorry, that's Corey Burrows, the other Tarpon helmet out there that got rolled on.
Burrows down at around the 49-yard line, being attended to.
That happens a lot to 6'1", 180, the possession guy for this Team USA. A lot of times blocking downfield, people come up and you keep blocking and they roll on top of you. Obviously nobody means to roll on the back of them,
right,
but that's one of the things. And you like to see the blocking downfield by wide receivers. That's why there were so many big plays.
And Coach Roper goes out there to assist him to his feet. Looks like Burrows is going to be okay. Nice little crowd we have here at Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Siracusa here on Time Warner Sports. 2nd quarter action just underway. Team USA has the lead. Looked like they were going to give up a touchdown, but Omar Lawrence fended off the Canadian threat with an interception in the end zone, returned it 16 yards, and gave USA this possession. Started on the 13. Swinging out to Danielle Williams. Williams has a blocker in front of him, but he will be manhandled from behind. Pass is good enough for a 1st down. Tackling out there is Jordan Johnston.
Jordan Johnston did well flowing down the line here. Just a quick pass. We saw it. We've seen this from every team. Everybody likes to do this. Just get the ball out in your speed guys that can do it. And then Johnston, the big boy, coming up behind Danielle Williams. Danielle is doing well setting up his block. But Johnston at 6'2", 192. Looks a lot bigger than that. Eric came down and hit him from behind.
And he ran off the field and was replaced. And the officials are going to respot the ball. Seems to be tradition here tonight. Now they're ready to go. Inside the 40-yard line is Team USA. Counter play again. Here's Billy Henderson, but Henderson this time gets down to the 35. Tackle out there is made by big number 96, Guillaume Labont, 6'4", 280.
Labont did well on that one, staying around, staying at home. Didn't get fooled by all the motion going one way. He stayed for the counter. That's what you like to see, a guy learning from the earlier play. Eric Hunter had a big one. There he was staying home, and really, Billy Henderson ran right into his arms.
4 yards on the carry for Henderson. Davis going to put it up in the air. Throws it out to Eddie Meyer. Eddie Meyer lost the football. Will they rule it a catch? Picked up on the far side and pushed out of bounds is number 21, Yves Hercurl. It will be a turnover, and Canada has it.
Curl over there. Johnny on the spot. Got the ball. Did well. Looked like 2 people stopped. He kept playing. That ball's a live ball. Jay Davis on the out. Eddie Meyer got the ball. He both feet turned around, was going, running the other way. He stood up before he got the ball, which was smart. Otherwise, it would have been down right there.
You're right. If he's on his knees, Yves Hercurl out of Roxborough. That fumble caused by Jean-Philippe Lantier, the cornerback. And now Team Canada has the football back, and Jonathan Williams now in a quarterback. He likes to roll. He's left-handed. Throws across the middle, looking for his tight end, and he has him. Big number 85, Chris Best, the 1st down. He was double-teamed, but he caught the football at the 35.
It's hard not to find him. Chris Best, 6'4", 250. The guy is huge. And rolling to the left makes sense. He's a left-handed quarterback. A little bit of a jump pass, but finds his man best, and really that's where it comes to boxing out. It's tough to get around a guy that size, and you see Mike Williams there from Bogey coming under the big 6'4", 250 Chris Best.
Best out of Calgary, Alberta. I formation. Williams is going to run it, this time to the right side, behind the blocking of his fullback Lund, and he's down for a first down, and a flag comes out late, possibly a late hit on Team USA, as Williams picked up the first down at the 24. 2 late flags.
And the second one is going to be Sam Smith taunting Team Canada's bench. He turned around, he was yelling and clapping and pointing, and I think the first one's going to be a late hit, like you said, on Team USA. So there's 30 yards again on 2 consecutive drives.
And they'll have to go half the distance to the goal line. Gave him 35 yards on face masks and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties and roughing the passer. Now on this drive, Team USA starting again.
Illegal helmet contact on the offense, 15 yards into the run, replayed it down.
Illegal helmet contact. Well, he pointed.
It was after the quarterback was down. I couldn't see it. We had a good look. Couldn't see the number, but we had a good look on the top of your screen. Team Canada coming in late and hitting him.
There you go. It's illegal head contact on Team USA. He pointed at Team Canada, but it was obviously on Team USA. And the penalty will put the ball on the 12-yard line.
We get a chance after this next play to take a look at it.
And the unsportsmanlike penalty that they're just now marking off will put the football down at the 6-yard line. Almost forgot about that one. First and goal for Team Canada. They were threatening in its last possession. Couldn't get in. Now they're trying to even the ball game. They'll give it to Bowingy. Bowingy up the middle, and he's almost thrown into the end zone. The only person that likes to throw people out there is Brandon Rottmeyer, and he almost threw him in the end zone.
Well, Team Canada has to capitalize here. Big guys, go to double tight ends, use your size up front. Bowingy just running behind that big offensive line, trying to make the U.S. play. You're going to see another look at it. Here's the late hit, and then if he keeps rolling, he misses right above there. Sam Smith gets hit late. He's the one that stands up and starts taunting, thinking the flag was on Team Canada.
Well, both of them were on USA. Straight up, quarterback sneak for Williams. Loses the football. Will they call a touchdown or they'll call him down? The officials are calling him down.
Huge break, Team Canada, obviously there. The referee came in, quickly pointed down.
Down on the 1-inch line for Team Canada. It will be 3rd and goal.
They have to capitalize on this possession there. You're going to see the football. He is still up and he is still battling. That is a great look from our end zone camera down there.
Canada gets one. They get the break. Is it the break they needed? Straight up the middle again with Williams. He goes over the top and he's in for the touchdown. The defending champions use a couple more penalties, and the quarterback, Jonathan Williams, hitting the tight end and using his legs has put Canada on the board, and with the extra point by LaRosiliere, they will tie it up.
That possession, the penalties of Team USA ended up costing them. They almost got away with it, another Team Canada turnover, but it was all for naught.
High snap, but it is all good by LaRosiliere. Team Canada uses the legs of quarterback Jonathan Williams. They don't get the fumble call as for Team USA, but the 1-yard plunge ties this game up. We're back after this. Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracuse. Team Canada has tied this game up at 7. Roselier to kick off a short one at around the 15-yard line is Andre Hall. Hall straight up the middle. He will go nowhere except down to the green turf, but he's actually still moving and crawling. I forget that he has the football, and that's the way he runs with it.
Somebody's got to tell Andre Hall he's not that big. I mean, the guy just fights for every extra yard. It's unbelievable, Eric. I thought he was stopped, too.
Here's that last play where Team USA thought they had a fumble before the 1-yard touchdown run by Williams. Oh, my. Late whistle. It happens in the pros. And even happens here in high school or amateur football. Flag comes into the fray way behind the play, a 4-yard run by Hall, but will be brought back because of holding.
Team Canada, Team USA, and we're having Flag Day, Eric. It's been almost every play there's been a whistle of some sort. And you see Andre Hall, bad news for Team USA, holding his arm coming out of the football game.
Yeah, that right shoulder looks like it's in some pain right now.
But when you have an all-star team, you can put somebody like Billy Henderson in to replace Andre Hall. Here you're going to see coming out here. We'll see if we can see where he gets hit.
Ooh.
Coming in late.
Right there, Guillaume Roy, number 15. You can't have a Canadian team without somebody on there by the name of Roy.
Or in the U.S. Can we pronounce it as Roy?
All looks to be okay. Might just had a stinger.
Just a stinger. It's easy for you to say. You're up here.
That's right. From the 28-yard line, they will spot the ball on the 15. Michael Jean-Louis now being helped off the field. The young man we featured in the pregame show, defensive tackle for Canada.
I have to guess that's cramps because he was all the way out there and he would have been up front. So I think he was trying to get off the field but didn't make it off the field.
Game tied at 7, 7:45 left before we go to halftime. Here's the touchdown by Jonathan Williams that got them into the end zone to tie it up.
Jonathan reaching out there with that football. A little bit dangerous, especially. You see a lot of guys do it with two hands. The one hand, that's pushing it a little bit. Jonathan got away with it, did well getting the ball over the top, and did well really sparking Team Canada coming out there on that drive. Remember, Eric, last year Team Canada was down 6-0 to Team Europe before they came back in the second half to win the game 7-6.
Well, a first down and 20 for Team USA. Rolling out is Achilles Hulis. He's in trouble, throws it over the middle. Henderson was open, but I don't think he saw the football.
Well, that was the first poor decision we've seen in the 2 games from Achilles Hulis. That was a force. He likes to make plays when they're not there, but this time he might just have to eat the football. Throwing off his back foot, jumping up in the air. Billy Henderson had underneath coverage on that play. And Audette was the man getting in there and really putting the pressure on him.
2 quarterbacks in the huddle right now with Davis is going to line up as a wide receiver.
The double pass are we going to see?
The new look from Team USA. Hulis under center. They'll hand it off. This is Gorman. Gorman to the right side. Gorman gets down to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up 7.
I was watching Jay Davis, the other quarterback, line up as wide receiver on that play. He ran by everybody, and you're going to see Gorman out here in front, and Davis trying to get back to block somebody, but Adam Gorman did that. I think that was a little bit of A little cat and mouse bluffing Team Canada.
Coach Davis setting something up in the future.
Look for it again.
A makeable third down with the arms, or the arm of Achilles Hulis.
And the speed.
Hall back in the I formation. Third down and 13. Hulis rolling out. Looking downfield, has a receiver. He looked at Burrows, and this is way incomplete. Burrows was cut to the inside. The football went to the outside. Team USA will have to punt.
So Team Canada jumped that route. They knew that route coming in, and you're going to see Achilles little half roll again. Andre Hall does well picking up the blocking up front. Adam Gorman helps out there. But Team Canada was reading that from the get-go. It was really just an out at the sticks, get the first down to Corey Burrows.
Zafir and Derivo back to field the punt, and coming in, and I believe this one was partially blocked, and Team USA will let it go. Now it's touched by somebody from Team Canada as it bounced around, but I believe they got it back.
It's going to be interesting to see. I don't think there was a block. I just think that Jack was pressured on the kick. It was a snap kind of to the side, and there's going to be a scrum here to see who has it.
Freisleben has the football for Team USA, or has a football, as one of the officials is pointing for Team Canada, but there's no football on the ground unless Freisleben walked off the side of the field with one under his shirt.
You see that occasionally. Somebody comes out of the pile with the football, and they go to the other team, and you just wonder how that happens.
The only person that usually carries a football underneath their jersey is Burt Jones, and he doesn't play anymore. Wow.
Well, here we're going to see it. Take a look and see if it gets blocked. I think it was just rush. It was just rush.
That was high off his shin.
And he felt the pressure. He knew it. We're going to see here, calling illegal touching, saying that USA touched it first. And we'll see here a good look. And that's tough to see. It looked like it might have come off the back of Team Canada.
Well, there was a lot of people falling on the ground and throwing bodies everywhere, so it was hard to tell. The officials were closest to the call. Canada has it inside USA territory. Williams going to put the football up in the air. He's going deep. Flag in the backfield. Throw is incomplete.
Well, quickly going back to that last play, Eric. If it was illegal touching, why were they so worried about the bottom of the pile looking to see who had the football?
That's a good question. A lot of times guys, though, in the heat of battle, they see everybody trying to grab it and fall on it.
Well, the ref should be blowing the whistle and telling them to get off. All right, you're going to see here Jonathan Williams going deep, and the flag coming in, and good defense out there. Marvin Elliott. Devereaux was the man diving for that football.
Team Canada picks up the hold. They'll move back 10 yards to their own 44-yard line. First down and 20. You see the time remaining. Score is tied. This game is starting to heat up, full of emotions on both sides if it hasn't already. Williams, the quarterback, played wide receiver in last year's championship. Hand this one off to Lund. Lund finally gets a carry, the big fullback. He picks up maybe 4 yards, and that whistle starts to come in. Lund picked up about 3, maybe 4.
See Lund straight up the middle. First and 20. Big yardage. Dusty Keselowski up there. I see Freisleben coming in there. Wes Erb, who we talked about. Lund just keeps bouncing off people. It's going to take 1, 2, 3 people to get this big guy down. 6'1", 246. Goes both ways. A little linebacker.
Second down and 18. Williams. Jacques Saintville in the press from the outside. Now it's Rottmeyer on the inside. Williams doing his best to avoid it. Puts a couple of head fakes on. Flag comes out for a block in the back, and Williams gets hit hard out of bounds. Omar Lawrence, and now the Canadian team coming to the rescue of their quarterback with this run that went into USA territory will back up because of the hit in the back.
A little too much talking going on out there. This obviously a lot of pride on the line, but also sportsmanship when two countries go head-to-head. You're going to see Jonathan Williams making like Achilles Hoolis. Rottmeyer getting cracked back there. And here's going to be the block in the back. There you saw it in the corner and the end of the play. Omar Lawrence all the way into the bench. And these guys are getting into it big time, Eric.
And some of the USA players were pulling their own players off. You do not want to taunt on your own side. That's almost an automatic flag. This penalty will negate the run by Williams and move the ball back to Canada's 38-yard line. They need to get to the U.S. 36-yard line. So that's a good 26 yards.
They say you can throw a flag on almost every play, and I think, Eric, we have tonight.
Second down and 26 for Team Canada. They have a 3-receiver set, single setback. Pressure from behind. Williams going to run it again. Williams has blockers. Williams near the original line of scrimmage and into USA territory. A nice run by Williams.
Team Canada has been successful with that run. Just kind of tuck the ball and go. Not much hesitation in the quarterback. Jonathan Williams taking the football. This is not a pass at all. This is hesitate a second, see if you have a lane and go with it. Wes Erb was getting taken down. Good blocking up front.
14-yard gain for Hall makes it a third down and about 12, 5-11 on the clock. Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5 from Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracuse with you. Also on NFLEurope.com. Williams just going to try to run it. Runs into Marvin Elliott and launches there. Driver call out a red, white, and blue name, and they're there on the tackle. Fourth down. Canada will have to punt it.
So that play was made by Marvin Elliott. Did well turning the football inside. You're going to see here similar play. Doesn't look like he has much of an idea to throw it. Just fighting the guy off. And Marvin Elliott just standing him up. Jonathan Williams, 6'2", big boy. Marvin Elliott, a smaller guy at 5'10", 180.
Lorsilier back to punt. Game time. Ready to receive it. There you see Marvin Elliott. He will be one of the outside men. He does have 4 blocks, but he will not be coming in on the rush this time. This one will bounce. Williams lets it go, and it takes a big-time Canadian bounce all the way down to the 5-yard line. That's a 45-yard punt. We'll take a break in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championships. We're all knotted up at 7. Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Global Championship number 5. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracuse tied up at 7. Jay Davis, the quarterback for Team USA, and they're pinned up on their own side of the field at the 5. Handoff goes to Eric Hunter. Hunter will get about 4 yards. One of the first men in there cutting in was Michael Jean-Louis, the defensive lineman out of Granby, Quebec.
Team USA, first drive when they scored, went with a lot of power up front, and that's what they went back to on this first play. Eric Hunter, not a big guy, but a perusing back, and John Louis, who we did talk about, 6'2", 230, very quick guy up front. There he used a little bit of power.
Picked up a good 4 yards on the play from the 9-yard line. Here's Davis. We'll give it to Henderson. Henderson is met in the hole by Miranda. Miranda takes him down after a couple of yards. Bring up the 3rd down and 4.
Miranda, Sean Sims was in there on that play as well, stopping up the hole. Going behind Lee and Carruthers, the Clearwater guys. Eric Hunter with a good tackle, or a good block in the hole. Miranda came up, stuck Billy Henderson. Miranda, 6'1", 250. He'll stick a lot of people. He's a big boy. This whole defensive front, and really, Jean Louis is probably the smaller of the guys. They're just big boys, linebackers and up front on the defensive line. High formation. Driver's the tight end. Burrows is the wide receiver to the far side. He was injured earlier, but now he's okay. Going on a deep fade pattern, looking for Daniel Williams. Williams makes an incredible catch. Guy just makes plays there. A flag is at the 15-yard line. He'll get to enjoy this catch no matter what, even if it's coming back. Daniel Williams just laying out on the other side, coming right into your living room right here. Jay Davis hanging that ball up, just exploding for that football was Williams. Tough to see if he came down with it, but a big catch, Danielle Williams.
They're waving off the flag, so it will stand as a 34-yard reception. Game time, as Emerald Lagasse would say, another notch.
Well, I mean, I saw the throw, and here you're going to see it again from David. Why are you throwing up to Danielle Williams? He's not a big guy, man. He just goes out and makes plays, and I'm never going to ever question this guy again. Danielle Williams just does it all.
Dwayne John there looking back for the football. He was bent around backwards. Couldn't make the play. Davis now the throwback going to Charles Driver. Driver trying to pick up a block, steps inside, and he'll only pick up about 4 yards. Glenn Lee out there looking for somebody to block. He couldn't hook up with somebody in a Canada uniform.
Set up pretty well. We'll roll one way, get everybody on the field flowing one way, keep one of your linemen, and there's Carruthers out in front. He missed. Glenn Lee didn't get back in time, but good stuff up front by Team Canada. John Louis, our boy, came in for the tackle. Labonte is the one that really slowed that play up.
Henderson's not slow. He's quick, gets to the outside, looking for first down yardage. He will have it down to the 41-yard line.
One of the things you're going to see with all Team USA's running backs is they finish their runs. They never step out of bounds. Here's Eric Hunter up front blocking for Billy Henderson, using his speed, getting outside, not going out of bounds, getting those extra couple of yards.
First down on the 41-yard line for Team USA. 1:44 remaining. Henderson's numbers tonight, 5 yards a carry. Davis is going to throw it, looking Burrows' way. Burrows fell down when he went to make his cut, and that will be incomplete.
Footing again. First time we've seen it tonight, Eric, that's been pretty obvious. Footing came in on that play. Burrows, we saw earlier, might have been affected too. He got rolled on an earlier play. Davis was throwing the football before he turned. Just a timing pattern. It's tough to time it when your guy is sliding on the ground.
It was good. It was a timing pattern because Sean Sims, 6'4", 270, was coming in with his eyes wide open.
Makes that time go a little bit quicker.
Second down and 10. Just getting the handoff off to Henderson. Henderson into the secondary. Henderson down to the 29. Has a first down. Boy, he just got that one off.
I've been impressed by Sims. That's 2 plays in a row. He shot out of there like a cannon. Thing was, they really, Jay Davis and Coach Davis used that to his advantage, let Billy Henderson slip by. We're going to see it here. Just shooting up the gap. There's just a great block there by Caprat, just letting him go right by.
Henderson gets out of the clutches of the Canadian defense, and he went lateral. Might have picked up a yard, if that. Team USA went with the no huddle.
Minute 18 left. 7-7. Canada's got to think they're in pretty good shape, Eric. A more physical, bigger team, trying to wear them down. That's what they did in their first game against Team Japan, just physically push them around. Be interesting to see what happens here. Minute 18, Team USA has to get at least 3 points on the board.
Coach Breck said if it's a shootout for Canada and USA, we lose it. Right now, they're playing the type of game he wants. Davis fires it in there, has Eddie Meyer. Eddie Meyer makes a cutback, and he's trying to get out of bounds, and he does. Inside the 10-yard line, first and goal, USA.
Eddie Meyer toning for the earlier fumble, gets the football, does well getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Minute 8 with this explosive offense. That's plenty of time. Here you're going to see Davis gunning it in there, sets his feet. When he sets his feet, is as good a passer as they're around. Throws to Eddie Meyer, and Eddie Meyer is getting to the sideline. What a great block by Danielle Williams, coming back, using all 5'6" of his frame. There's 5'8", 165, Eddie Meyer, just a hard worker. Talking to Coach Ayanada before Wednesday's game, said you can't really judge this guy until you go see what he does in practice and then watch him in game. Every play is 100%.
We have a timeout on the field. Team Canada says we want to discuss this before we let Team USA score more points. We're back to Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5, knotted at 7.
Intercepted
Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracusa. The participants, Canada and Team USA. Jay Davis has 1:08 to operate a 1st and goal for Team USA. Trying to retake the lead. Henderson has it, right side, almost stripped of the football from behind. And now USA will call a timeout. They almost got stripped here of the football, Brian.
Looked like Audette maybe getting in from behind. No, it was Johnston who was the first one stripping at the football. Good work from Johnston. 6'2", 192. He's gone sideline to sideline. He's done pretty well. He met Billy Henderson in the hole there. He got back and used his speed to get in, get a strip, or try to get a strip in on Billy.
Jordan Johnson out of Burlington, Ontario.
One of the things with this Team Canada, they've been making not only Billy Henderson, but Andre Hall and Eric Hunter, Adam Gorman, at least go a little bit side to side. Team Europe, it was straight up the middle and they were gone. Team Canada strung it out a little bit more.
Less than a minute to play in the first half. Jay Davis talking to his father, John Davis, the head coach that he's had for his high school career, and quite possibly, unless John Davis moves on to a Florida-Georgia game or some type of Florida-California game, this could be the last contest that father and son ever work together on the field, Brian.
Well, Jay's done. He's played in Palms, Pinellas, and now in this. You get a limit of 2, so he is done. This is his last high school football game.
Eric Hunter gets the call. Eric Hunter, big game Hunter, touchdown. Eric Hunter thought he fumbled the football. You could see his teammate point to the official and say, hey, arms up in the air means we got 6 points. Because it was loose, but the official said touchdown.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Davis and big game Hunter. You saw it all year long. Well, actually, all year, at the end of the year, he did well. The referee with a great block there, and ooh, it looks like Team USA just got their break right back. Team Canada got a break earlier in the game.
Big game Hunter gets in a 7-yard run right up the middle. Here's another look at a fumble. Gerald Commission looked like he stripped it, looked like Hunter had it on his hip, but the official said touchdown.
Now they're even. Both teams got questionable calls, questionable fumbles, and both teams at least converted on it. Both got 7 points, so we're at a wash. 7-0 right now. Team USA over Team Canada.
51 seconds remaining. 14-7 is the score for Team USA. We talked about big game Hunter and how he had a great second season with the Seminole Warhawks, and now Team USA has to kick it off with plenty of time left for Canada, especially back there with a mobile quarterback like Williams. Here's a look at that touchdown. Keep your eye on the ball and where the goal line. The goal line is right at the helmet of Hunter, and the football is stripped before it gets in to the goal line.
I don't know if the ball ever crossed the line, Eric, so it should have been a loose ball. The only thing, too, is it looked like Eric Hunter's knee was down, so it should have been a dead ball maybe on the 1-yard line.
Brian Jack converted the extra point, 2 of them. Now he'll kick off from the 35, squibs it. Trying to handle it out there, and doing so is Nick Wishart. Wishart hit. Jacques St. Ville says have a seat at the 35.
Teammates Wes Herb getting in there, and then Jacques St. Ville coming in and finishing him off. Brian Jack went with a little squib kick on that one, trying to prevent a big return.
Scoring summary, remember, they took over on their own 6-yard line. 11 plays, 94 yards. Do not forget the big catch set up that drive by Danielle Williams, the 34-yarder, outstretched. Game time, as I said, another notch. Williams from the 35, he's going to put it up in the air. Has a receiver out here and hit immediately. A 6-yard gain. Elliott tackles Daniel Zafir. Clock is moving down to 32 seconds.
Jonathan Williams throwing the ball underneath. Team USA, no problem with that. Marvin Elliott just sure tackling all game long.
Danielle Williams now playing free safety for Team USA. A lot of guys going both ways tonight for the red, white, and blue. Quarterback draw by Williams. Williams trying to pick the first down, and he'll get out of bounds, stop the clock. Sam Smith with a little push. 10 seconds left, as now the ball is near midfield.
You're going to see here, quarterback draw all the way. Jacques St. Ville keeping contained, but he slipped. We see another guy slipping, and Sam Smith giving a little extra push over there. And then Eric Hunter did a little skating as Jonathan Williams pushes him down.
And Team Canada, or Team USA rather, will call a timeout. Mike Perlin wanting to discuss things with his group of bandits, saying, look, no big play, 10 seconds left, keep everything in front of you.
Well, with Jonathan Williams doesn't have the greatest arm, so it'll be easier to keep it in front of you. If you have a good arm like either Achilles or Jay Davis, you might be in trouble.
St. Petersburg Clearwater Convention Bureau would like to welcome global football and the Global Junior Championships and salutes the best teenage football players in the world. And we have them right here in Team Canada and Team USA. It's our major sponsor, Red Oak Farms. If it wasn't for them, global football would not be able to put this together the week of the Super Bowl. This is the only international sanctioned event by the NFL during Super Bowl week.
To really showcase the talent around the world, and Team Canada, after what Team USA did to Team Europe, it looked like this might be a lopsided battle, but coming out, Team Canada has shown what they have.
Jonathan Williams out of Montreal has an I formation at his own 48-yard line. Little play action. Going to throw it downfield, looking for his fullback. Intercepted by Marvin Elliott, and Elliott just takes it out of bounds. 3 ticks left on the clock.
Marvin Elliott been tackling everybody. Now he's playing a little bit center field. He's a little upset with himself. He thought he was going to be able to tiptoe the sidelines and maybe make this into a return. Williams just hanging this football up, and as you said, Eric, they're going to just be playing deep, and he did get, it looked like his left foot in, then his right foot tapped out. Obviously, in college, and that's what the rules they are playing, it's 1 foot down, and that is why it is a good catch.
Team USA, all they have to do is come out and take a knee, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Achilles Houlis, will this count as one of his possessions?
I was actually going to ask you that.
Poor guy. And he's going to put the football up in the air. Little razzle-dazzle. He's going to throw it deep. Has a receiver out there. Catching it's Danielle Williams. He's down at the 4. Unbelievable. What a highlight reel as time runs out in the first half.
There's a flag down on the play, and if this is the defense, Eric, if they're tacking on a late hit, we could have first and goal for Team USA. I mean, Eric, I don't care how small Danielle Williams is. There's a college out there that has to go get this guy. The guy makes play after play after play.
Let's hear it from Kevin Stein. It cannot end on a defensive penalty. Wow. That is incredible.
We're going to take a look at it. Coach Davis, the Riverboat Gambler, not settling for the 7-point lead. And there you see it at the end of the play. But look at Danielle Williams, his center fielder, keeping his eye on the ball the whole way. And just unbelievable, making the play on it here. We're going to take a look at him throwing the football. We might be able to see the helmet contact here. We're not. We're going to be able to see, though, the unbelievable play by Danielle Williams. He's still trying to keep his feet. He almost made it into the end zone.
If it wasn't for Jean-Philippe Lantier, he would have made it into the end zone. They placed the ball down at around the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 64 yards. 2 huge catches that you have not seen on television by a man his size, by a football player in a very long time. Danielle Williams, I say it again, to notches unknown. Another notch by game time.
And we make a little bit,
and
I
now
was
with the
making a big
penalty,
deal. Yeah.
Now with the penalty, it should give USA another chance either to kick the field goal or for the score.
At first, Jack was out on the field, so it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But
Or the official's going to take it back. Because now the team's walking over to the sideline.
I'm going to think Coach Davis and Coach Roper over on the sideline won't be too happy about this. Hopefully get a good explanation here.
And we'll probably get one of the 2-second variety.
Yards from the spot of the foul, Eric, and that is not being tacked on to the end of the play. So throw Danielle back out there. Throw it deep to him. He needs more for the resume tape.
Well, Team USA will be able to run another play, but the catch will go for naught. They will put the football, a 15-yard penalty, near about the 40-yard line. We've had more controversies than we've had the entire season.
It's amazing. I mean, it's just every play something new. But the good news is in their Danielle striking distance, they're within 60 yards of the end zone.
Well, Team USA just wants to avoid a fumble, and I can bet you that Achilles Houlis will put this one up again. He'll try to roll out and get as close to that 40, the line of scrimmage, and let it fly, and maybe get a pass interference. Here's Houlis trying to get to the outside. Well, he's going to have to throw it about 70 yards. He lets it go. Burrows is back there. It's up and picked off and taken down at the 6. Picked off out there by Eves Hercurl. An eventful first half, to say the least. The score is what is probably the best thing we have going right now. Team USA on top, 14-7. Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracusa. First half highlights as Team USA has a 14-7 lead here in the Global Championship number 5. Team Canada looking to tie the game up early. LaRosillier's pass picked off in the end zone by Omar Lawrence.
Omar Lawrence doing a free safety, should be doing camping out back there, trying to come out, bring the ball out, and just a great play setting up this.
They would go in for the touchdown, eventually tie the game up, and then Team USA gets on a drive, and it's helped by a 34-yard pass completion to game time, Danielle Williams.
Well, Danielle Williams, first of 2 big plays on the day, laying out for the football, coming up with a big play.
The drive continues. Hunter gets into the end zone, or does he, for the go-ahead score, Brian?
Well, it counts for 7 any which way. Good block there by the official, and Hunter's reaching back, he doesn't think, and Glenn Lee came in and actually crushed Eric Hunter, but it counts on the scoreboard.
Then right before the half, instead of taking a knee, the play does not count in the scorebook, but we're going to look at it anyway.
Well, it was only 75 yards he had to throw this, and Danielle coming up big with the catch, just kept his concentration, running with a looking back, making it, and he was about 3 yards short of the end zone, Eric.
Score at the half, 14-7, Team USA on top. Take a look at the first half numbers. The yardage favors the red, white, and blue. One thing you do not see for Team Canada, they have 94 total yards, but 52 flag yards.
Penalty yards, Team USA, a few silly penalties out there. They got about 50 of those, or almost all of them, on 2 drives. Canada turned it over once. We saw that early. Next time they cashed in on it.
Stay with us. We'll be right back and hear from Red Oak Farms CEO Gordon Reisinger. Stay with us right here on Time Warner. USA has the lead, 14-7. Welcome back to Clearwater High School, the championship game in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Team USA on top 14-7. Our halftime guest alongside me, Eric Keaton, is Gordon Reisinger, the CEO of Red Oak Farms. Gordon, welcome to Clearwater, Florida and Super Bowl week.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. You said this is your first Red Oak Farms Global Football Championship, but I know you saw last year's on television. Quite a difference, huh?
Right, quite a difference. We did sponsor last year's also, but I didn't happen to be in Atlanta, but I'm glad I wasn't. The weather wasn't the best.
Well, the weather here has certainly been delightful. You've watched the first half action. What do you think of Danielle Williams, little number 22 out there, diving and catching that football?
Unbelievable. Made a couple of catches just out of this world in the first half.
He was something else to see. There you see us on camera. And Gordon, why did you get involved here? What did you think when Patrick first came to the idea of sponsoring this global championship?
You know, we've always been interested in supporting youth, and we believe that's what it's all about with our youth all over the world. And with the Global Football Championship, it gives us an opportunity to do what we believe in, support youth, and tell the world about our excellent products. We have fresh beef and pre-cooked products and protein snacks, and we are in Europe in about 17 countries.
Now, are you guys involved in any other programs as well besides this?
This is the main thing that we do, with the exception of local advertising.
Okay, and Red Oak Farms, you said you're all over the world, located in Florida as well?
Just getting into Florida. We're just coming in. We're in the Miami area in some of the better restaurants, and maybe a few up in this area. We're in many of the best restaurants in America on the East Coast and throughout Texas and California.
Now, Gordon, I know you played football back in Iowa State. Do you wish something like this on a championship level for a junior level was back around then? Obviously, the Super Bowl was not around back then, but...
You know, I probably shouldn't say that, but until this year at Iowa State, I think maybe either one of these teams, or maybe all four of them, could play them a pretty good game.
Now, I'm hoping that sometime in the future that besides Japan, are you going to have any say of what other countries will be able to be involved in here?
I guess if Patrick would listen, I'd have a lot of say, but he may not listen.
Do you have a favorite?
No, I think, you know, what they're doing now, but I think that, you know, Australia, I think it could be expanded. I think it's a tremendous opportunity for the world, and particularly for the kids to come and get to know one another and host, and for America. I think it's just a tremendous thing.
Well, Gordon, I will not ask you if you have Super Bowl tickets, but do you have a pick? Ravens or Giants?
You know, it should be a good game, and I've been trying to find out today which way I should go, and it's about 50-50.
Okay. Pretty sure some people here locally would say Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right.
The heck with the teams involved in Super Bowl 35.
Sure, although with the Ravens, they've got some Tampa Bay people on the teams.
Gordon Reisinger, thank you for joining us here at the broadcast booth. Everybody here at the Red Oak Farms and Time Warner, appreciate what you're doing here in the Global Football Championship. Second half action is getting ready to start. Team USA holds a 1-touchdown advantage. We're back here on Time Warner after this. Achilles Hulis out of Tarpon Springs right now. Signal caller for Team USA. Getting ready to start third quarter action. Danielle Williams, those two hooked up for a couple of great passes. Actually caught one from Jay Davis, caught a great one from Achilles Hulis. Unfortunately, the long bomb before the half did not count. Team Canada will receive the opening kickoff to start the third quarter. Stephane Leroux-Siliere, you can see him in the green helmet, set to step out on the field. He hasn't seen action since the first quarter.
Jonathan Williams did well for Team Canada. A couple of good drives, got 7 points on the board.
Wishart and Denny Deriveau deep to receive. Brian Jack, the kicker, playing with only one contact. But he's doing a fine job. This is a deep kickoff, going to chase Wishart back to his 7-yard line. That's where he takes it. Lawrence beating in on him and takes him down, along with Mike Williams out of Boca Ciega. But Wishart gets the football back up to the 28.
Wishart did well. He started to kind of float away from Omar Lawrence coming on the outside, Mike Williams on the other side. Then you see Wishart coming down, getting the football. Omar Lawrence will be coming in your screen about now, and there he is. He had a beat on for about 20 yards there.
You can hear his bionic eyes up here. I formation for Leroux-Siliere. Has Lund and Wishart Bowingi. Bowingi will get the call, and Bowingi will be stacked up near the 30-yard line. One of the guys in there is number 62, Ryan Wyatt out of Palm Harbor University.
Bowingi ran right into the arms of Ryan Wyatt. Here you're going to see the push up front. Pretty good fake. Wyatt looked like maybe Brendan Rottmeyer, also number 99, was on there, but Ryan Wyatt, the man that made the initial contact, 6'4", 230, going up against a much bigger offensive line.
Second down and 8 from the 30-yard line for Canada. They trail 14-7. Only played about a minute here in the third quarter. Little play action from LaRosiliere. From behind is Jacques St. Ville. He escapes it, picks up a block on Kesselewski. LaRosiliere running for the first down, and he has it up and around the 43.
LaRosiliere, there we saw the big man using his size, getting around. You're going to see Jacques St. Ville coming from the top of your screen. That's just a speed rush. Gets by, but there he's slapping at the football. He's not going for the tackle. Dusty Kesselewski got outran, and LaRosiliere getting to the outside, picking up yardage, 6'1", 247, and he used all the size there. Jacques St. Ville basically bounced right off.
I want to say that was right tackle Jeremy Simpson with the hit on Kesselewski to save that scramble. LaRosiliere going deep, and the football will fly, and the receiver stopped. Receiver stopped at around the 45-yard line of Team USA. Danny Derivo is now communicating with LaRosiliere, saying, man, I thought that was a stop pattern. I thought I was doing a little curl, a little hitch.
Derivo did stop. The ball went deep, and good pressure up front. Make you going to have to throw that ball. Rottmeyer, again, we just call his name all night long. Freddie Middlebrook has done well this whole time, both games, jamming wide receivers at the line, really not letting them get off the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Rottmeyer with the big hit.
Tulane University has themselves a good one.
Second down and 10. Play action again. Jacques St. Ville's picked up. Rottmeyer chasing a little dump-off pass, going to Bowingi. Bowingi will pick up 4 yards. Kesselewski in on the tackle.
Kesselewski from his defensive tackle position getting out wide on Bowingi, but again, Rottmeyer does not go for the fake. Here's the fake inside, freezes him for a second, but Rottmeyer is right on his back again. Nice little dump out there. Coming up was Melvin Tierrett on the tackle.
It was Melvin Tierrett, not Kesselewski. Kesselewski says, I'll take it nonetheless. I mean, you know, unfortunately, we showed the replay, and you could really see who made the hit. Third down and call it 6 for Team Canada at the 46-yard line. Rolling out and running into trouble, and Wes Erb brings down the quarterback. A 7-yard loss, and Canada will be forced to punt.
A little bit of a half roll there by the quarterback and linebacker Wes Erb. Here you're going to see the fake to nobody. You got to fake to somebody, or it makes it work a little bit better. Obviously, running back went the wrong way, and Wes Erb came in and made the tackle.
You saw the running backs get jammed up in the middle, and the pressure came from the outside. Daniel Williams, game time, back deep to return the punt at his own 32. LaRosiliere is ready to kick it away. Now Wishart's running onto the field for Team Canada. They only had 10 players. Like you said, they're used to playing with 12, so as long as they don't run another one out there. Erb on the pressure from the outside. A short kick. Williams trying to get over there, and it'll bounce away from him and around the 35-yard line. Kick only travels 30 yards. The Team USA will have their first possession. We'll take a quick break. 8:50 left in the third quarter. USA on top by TD. Welcome back to Clearwater High School. Eric Keaton and Brian Syracusa. Team Canada trails by TD. And the opening possession to start the third quarter. They had to punt it away. Achilles Houlis, the quarterback, little play action. Will throw it down the middle. Has his tight end and teammate, Charles Driver. Driver has the first down, has 15 yards to the midfield strike.
Again, we see the two from Tarpon hooking up Achilles to Charles. Here's a little fake in there, sells the fake well, turns around, sets up well. Didn't get his body all the way around, but he still throws a strike, and then coming back, Danielle Williams with a block. But Charles Driver, the tight end, such a big target at 6 foot 205, just goes and sits in the zone, and he finds places to get open.
Like Adrian Davis. Almost got a pretty good hit on Achilles Hulis as well from his defensive end position. High formation. Handoff will go to Hall. Hall immediately wrapped up by Mikhail Jean-Louis. Hall might have picked up a half a yard, but that's all.
Jean-Louis, I thought, might do a little bit more of this, blowing up plays before it gets started. Such a quick guy off the ball. And as people are trying to get back, Glenn Lee just did not have time to get to him. He shot off the ball, and there you see Jean-Louis getting to the quarterback, or excuse me, to Andre Hall before Glenn Lee had the chance to crack back.
2nd down and 9. Miguel Jean-Louis out of Granby, Quebec. Adam Gorman, single setback. Gets the handoff, and he will be wrapped up as well. From up high, from up low, or actually from down low. Once again, Adrian Davis coming in up top. He'll be helped up by his teammates. Getting back, looks like he's a little hurt.
Looks like Gerard was in there too. Adrian Davis. Play was slow to develop. He got stopped up the middle as well. Can't really get a number on that inside, but good pressure up front. Not a lot of movement by that Team USA offensive line.
Guillaume Labonte, 6'4", 280, stopping Gorman for no gain. It is now 3rd down and 9. Rush is on. Hulis throws it across the middle. Ball tipped up in the air and almost could have been picked off. And a stalemate to start both possessions here of the second half.
Looks like he had 2 options on that. Adam Gorman and Charles Driver are going to be in the same area here. You see them setting up the screen. Charles Driver is kind of floating down, and Adam Gorman was coming back to the football as well. And
Jean-Louis breaks it up.
Nice play, getting back up. He was cut down, gets back up, stays with the play. Did well, tipping that ball.
Zafir and Devereaux, bobbled snap, and Jack just kicks it like a watermelon. Gets a nice little roll, and he's actually going to be pretty fortunate here as it goes down to the 27. He must have kicked that thing like it was a live grenade.
He did not look up at all. He was just getting that ball, and he was getting it out. That's the first time the ball...
contact has to be really effective.
Interesting to see here. We see him picking up the ball, doesn't know what's around him, so now he's just trying to get it off as quickly as he can, and you can see he kind of pulled his leg. He tried to stop his motion, and that's why it kind of went like that. He almost clubbed the ball instead of kicking through it.
He got 23 yards out of it, about 15 of those out of a roll. Rossiliere back in at quarterback. Run that quarterback draw, and Brandon Rottmeyer has seen it before, and this time he takes down the quarterback.
Rottmeyer with all the enthusiasm, one of those guys that loves playing the game of football and loves even more that he's playing for the USA. And there you see just a hard tackle up top, and then there you see the celebration. 6'3", 230. Brandon Rottmeyer on his way to Tulane University.
He's like, what do you think I've been doing the past 2 to 3 days in our time off between games? I've been watching film. I saw that number 12, not on my shift on the outside. Somehow he managed to pick up a yard. Good pass out here. Nice block. Running with it is Dereveau. Dereveau inside USA territory, pushed out by Sam Smith-Harn. He's down at the 33-yard line. First down for Team Canada. Well-designed play.
But Boingy makes this play as he comes back with a great block. And it's Devereaux down the sideline. Nice little quick pass. Get your 2 guys isolated for a 1 block, and you can break it down the sideline. That's what they did. You're going to see it, just a quick throw out here. And in front, Boingy comes in here, gets 2 people, gets Omar Lawrence, who bumps into Elliott. Vinny Capone trying to slow him down, and Sam Smith comes over with a big hit.
40 yards on the pickup for Dereveau. Canada now has the football at the 33-yard line of Team USA. Rossiliere happy to take his time. Now he's going to look downfield, releasing it, going deep into the end zone, and stretching out for the catch, and down at the 1-yard line is Daniel Zafir. Canada turns it up a notch.
Zafir taking a book at it. Danielle Williams. Or actually just one page. But hey, with this play, he probably took a whole book. And here you see him dive and stretch. Zafir, what a great catch. He was in front. He had beaten Freddie Middlebrooks, and then that is just great concentration. We've seen some unbelievable plays there by Daniel Zafir.
Down to the 1-yard line, LaRoche-Silliere up the middle. No signal yet from the officials. And it will be second down.
Eric Zafir did well concentrating on the football. Too many times people take their eye away when they dive for the football. He just kept his eyes right on the football and tucked it under him.
Well, the game is definitely living up to its billing so far. Canada now trying to tie it up. LaRoche-Silliere, 6'1", 247. He's probably take snap and go right forward again. He does, and being pushed this time. Touchdown, Team Canada. And now he'll be asked to kick the extra point to tie this game up.
Here it is, just line up. You got a lot of beef up front. You got a big quarterback. Just keep pushing and just keep the legs turning, and that's what the quarterback did.
Well, you knew it was inevitable that they were going to get in. It was almost like, well, all right, if you don't get the first play, you'll get it the second. You can't just award them the touchdown and let them kick off. LaRoche-Silliere to tie it up at 14. Extra point is shanked to the left. The pressure from the outside by Marvin Elliott. And Team Canada now trails at 14-13 with 4:35 remaining. Will that extra point decide the football game? He kicked the game winner last year, but now he just missed a chance to tie it up. 14-13, USA on top. We'll be back after this. 14-13 ball game. Still on LaRoche-Silliere. Scores the 1-yard touchdown. Did not convert the extra point. Felt the pressure from the outside by Marvin Elliott. His team trails by a point with plenty of time left in this contest. A full quarter and then some here left in the third. Running the reverse. Not Rottmeyer. It's Danielle Williams. Thought I saw a countryside home. I thought it was Eddie Meyer for a minute. I said he wouldn't have the football. Hall handed it off to Danielle Williams, and Williams takes it up to the 40.
Well, that play was going, that reversal was going to the outside. Daniel Williams saw just a little bit of a crease, took it up the side, and there you see LaRoche-Silliere with a 1-yard run. Did well, had that great pass down the field. Zafir stretching out at the goal line, and then you see him over there just walking over there completely drained. LaRoche-Silliere, number 12, the quarterback.
Davison, a QB, now fires this one up in the air and almost picked off. A diving backwards, Claude Belair-Gregoire. And a flag on the play as well. Team USA will move backwards on the hold. A 10-yard penalty will take Team USA back to its own 30. It'll be a first down and 20. Larry Woods now in the slot, the tight end position. Hall will get the carry. Hall up the middle. Hall picks up 4 yards. Mosiak in on the tackle.
Going back to the ground for the USA. Very successful early on. Chris Carruthers coming with a block. Caprat coming with a block. Larry Woods was in there from his tight end position with a block. Picked up only 4 yards on the play. Setting up second and long.
Hall looks to be winded, or that right arm still working on him. Had a stinger earlier in the contest in the first half. second down and 16. Davis rolling out to his left. Decides he's going to run it. Will release it. Has Eddie Meyer running for the football, and it's just beyond his reach. Missed him by a couple of yards.
Well, that's one of the things we saw from Jay Davis all season long. The way he scrambles with his head up, and he never gives up with the play. You're going to see here, stepping up in the pocket, felt some pressure from the outside. Still looking downfield, though. He looks to throw first, not to scramble. Had his man, Eddie Meyer, but that's a tough throw off the run. Just a little bit out of the reach of Eddie Meyer.
Meyer and Woods will check out. Danielle Williams, Corey Burrows, and Charles Driver will check in for Team USA. It is a 3rd down and 17, 3:25 remaining, and a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Looking to go to Danielle Williams on the screen. Danielle Williams avoids a couple of tacklers in the middle of the field. Danielle Williams tries to leap over a defender, and he comes up 2 yards shy of the 1st down.
Comes up 2 yards shy, but he shouldn't have gotten a yard, Eric. That thing was completely bottled up. He just finds room, and you're going to see it here. A little bit of a wide receiver screen. They like to run that. Jay gets it lower, and they're just making people miss. He's got his blockers out front, and then here it's all Danielle. And there's no give up in Danielle. He'll dive over the top, jump over the top. He'll do whatever he can to get that 1st down.
Wayne John, he's not that big either. He comes in at 5'6", equally height. A little less on the pounds out of Montreal, but he saw the leap and was able to grab hold and bring Williams down before he got the 1st down. There you see Eric Miranda, 6'1", 250, being taken care of by the Canadian trainer.
Jack back to punt, and it's been a little bit of an adventure here for Team USA in the punting formation.
If anything, they have gained some field position. The holding call really hurt them as they started this drive. Team USA's had its fair share of penalties. They are winning that one, unfortunately for Coach Roper's team. The rush is on. Jack gets off a decent punt. They have roughed up Jack. It will give Team USA a 1st down, but they fumble the football. Team Canada and USA looking to come up with it at the 10-yard line, and they have it.
2 huge mistakes there by Team Canada. First, the roughing penalty on Jack, and then Jason Crisley even coming down there, getting in there under the pile and coming out with a football for the 2nd time. This time he gets to keep it. Here you're going to see Jack getting it. They saw the pressure early, rolls underneath him, and Jack does the nice little Oscar diving, but all he needed was 5 yards, so even if he got the 5 yards, he was in. There you see the pressure again, and Jack looks like he got shot from the stand. Coming up on the play was Devereaux and Vinny Capona, Jason Frisley even getting in there, and I see a blue Dixie Hollins helmet, so I guess it's Melvin Teert is the man down there that got on the football, but Frisley even and Vinny Capona are the 2 that really caused that.
And a Canadian player is down on one knee at the 12-yard line. There you see Capona trying on a different helmet.
Eastlake helmet?
That looks like a brand new silver. Eastlake kind of has a blue stripe. Maybe his helmet might have a crack in it. There you see Melvin Teert out of Dixie Hollins with that blue helmet. One we saw on the bottom of the pile, possibly recovering that fumble. Down is Dwayne Jean out of Montreal, the 5'6", 163-pound defensive back that made that nice tackle on Danielle Williams to prevent the 1st down. But Team Canada gave up the 1st down regardless of whether they would have fumbled or muffed the football. Yeah, because they ran into the kicker, and it would have been a 5-yarder. It wasn't a personal foul, but it was a 5-yarder, at least give them the 1st down.
Canada, 2 key mistakes. One of the things coming into the game, both had 2 turnovers in the 1st half. Usually in a tight ball game, and you can look to the turnover battle, and you're going to find your winner.
Ball will be placed at the 11-yard line for Achilles Houlis, Hall, and Gorman in the backfield. Meyer, Burrows, Driver, the receivers. Will they keep it on the ground and try to power it in? Gorman gets the call. Left side, picked up a block. He'll be taken down by Eric Miranda, but he picks up 6 yards down to the 5.
Andre Hall was in the reverse there. He went blocking Adam Gorman. All the backs for Team USA have the ability to run the football, and Here you see Caprat with a great block leading. Bordeaux in there with a good block, and then Adam Gorman hitting the hole and getting all the yardage he can. 6'2", 210. Plays a little bit bigger than that, though.
And before the ball can be snapped, we have to have the customary setting position of it on the appropriate hash mark. Danielle Williams, Corey Burrows are the receivers for Achilles Houlis. They're to the near side. Williams will line up in the slot. Houlis will give it to Gorman. Gorman, right side. Gorman cut down at around the 3. Getting in there is Guillaume Waugh.
Wow, with his touchdown saving tackle. Looked good for Adam Gorman, Team USA coming around the end. And all of a sudden, Team Canada, Gorman reading his blocks, taking this one to the outside. Waugh coming up there, cutting underneath Adam Gorman, going for the knee. When you come up and you're tackling the big boys, you go underneath them.
3rd down and 1. Team USA can pick up a first down. Now, according to the rules, they can go double tight ends. They will with Woods and Driver. I formation, Achilles Houlis. He can run the quarterback sneak, but he will give it to Hall. Hall, left side. Hall, touchdown, USA!
And that was all power on the left-hand side of the offensive line for Team USA. You're going to see here Adam Gorman. Watch him trying to block somebody. He can't find anybody. He's so far into the end zone, and Andre Hall just basically walked into the end zone, just completely dominated.
Now Team USA is going to have to kick this extra point over. Running onto the field was Billy Henderson. Looked like an Arena Football League player in motion, and that, of course, is not allowed. Will be an illegal shift. And Team USA will back up 5 yards and have to try this PAT again.
PAT is very important there. 7-point lead right now. Make it 8. Make Team Canada go for 2 if they get down and get a score.
Illegal motion against the kicking team. Replay the kick.
The illegal motion call. The holder is Achilles Houlis. Also part of the rules, if they muff the snap, they are not allowed to run it for 2 points. But this PAT is good as Jack hits the turf. He's getting roughed up in there, but nonetheless, it's a 21-13 USA lead after the fumble to muff by Team Canada. Hall takes it in for the 2-yard score. USA on top by 8. Andre Hall, the leading ball carrier in Pinellas County this season with 1,752 yards, said give me 2 more, and USA up by 8 now. And you see that last scoring drive, not much of a scoring drive, 3 plays set up by the muff by Team Canada. And that football almost took off a player's head. Nick Wishart out there returning it up to the 43-yard line. Looked like he had problems fielding and almost took off one of his teammates' head. He kind of ducked out of the way as Jack line drive that one.
Well, that seems what USA has been doing. Jack's been lining them. You saw Jack there in the regular season knocking the ball in the end zone. Obviously, with college rules, it's 5 yards back. So now they're just lining him. And Jack looks like his arm is hurting. So maybe he was not taking as much as we thought he was.
And his name on the back of his jersey is not in red letters and tape anymore. They finally got his jersey squared away for him. Handoff up the middle. A gain of about 6 yards. Thought I heard a whistle at Bawingi. I thought I heard a whistle as Bawingi was on the carry.
Well, you're going to see it's just a quick hitter, and it was really quick starting off, and Bawingi straight up the middle. And coming up there, West Irv coming up and making them pay, but Bawingi did well getting the football and going straight up the middle on that play.
Bawingi picks up about 5 yards. Team Canada near midfield. He'll get the call again. Brandon Rottmeyer, the pounce. That's a patented move for him. He takes a little shove from Cedric Marcoux as he gets back up after the tackle.
I think that's Marcoux's first time he's touched them all game. Rottmeyer's been running all around. He's just so quick. Team Canada has had all kinds of problems with him.
Well, it looks like they're going to let the clock run out. Now down to 2-1. Time will expire here in the third quarter. It's the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5 team. Andre Hall's touchdown has given Team USA a lead. He's out there on defense playing a little bit of DB. 3rd down and 4. Crucial down to make for Team Canada. Laurel Cillier breaks out of the pack. Jacques St. Ville grabbing on. The rest of Team Canada, his teammates pulling Laurel Cillier forward. He may have the first.
What's interesting, the way they're marking him, I think they blew the whistle on the play before. He kept fighting. He got an extra 2, maybe a solid 2 yards. So this is going to be close now for a first down. Here you're going to see it. You're going to see on the backside, Jacques St. Ville trying to strip the ball. Sam Smith, Wes Erb, you name them, they're in on that. And they whistled that play before he was down.
Canada says we're not going to give up this field position. They're on Team USA's 47-yard line, and now the red, white, and blue will call a timeout. 4th down and 1. Looked like Team Canada was going to go for it. They have to. They line up the punt formation. They can't fake it.
11-18, down 8. This is basically Canada saying, hey, we have the people up front. We can run you over. There you see the Rosillier's numbers, 4 for 5, 89 yards. The one big one down the field, the number 8, Zafir, was the key that set up their second touchdown. But here, don't look at his passing numbers. He's going to take this football and go straight ahead.
Global Junior Football number 5 championships would like to thank Hooters for their support. Hooters, delightfully tacky yet unrefined.
Is that yours or is that theirs?
They're saying, or
yeah,
that's fine. That's their saying, right?
Sure.
I wonder if they're going to give us a cut for us saying that. 4th down and 1. Canada is still in position to go for it. Team USA talked it over during the timeout. Dustin Keselowski didn't set the plug up that middle just in case Team Canada decides to run that quarterback sneak up the middle. If I'm playing defensive coordinator, I'd say number 44 gets the football. Lund, the fullback. He's the lead blocker, bouncing off to the right side. 1st down, Team Canada. I guess Mike Carlin and I thought the same play, and allows Canada to get the 1st down.
Well, they moved 99 Brandon Rottmeyer inside thinking the same thing as you, and they just crossed him up a little bit, sending outside. Rottmeyer gets blocked down, and Sam Smith fighting off the block. Doing well with Bowengi, driving him out of bounds as he took on the block, but a big 1st down, keeping the drive alive.
Bowengi now 8 carries, 27 yards on the night. Hasn't been able to get into the end zone, but will Team Canada get down there so he can have a chance to pop one in? 1st down, Canada. 11-11 remaining in the contest. Football's on USA's 42-yard line. Rosillierre back to pass. Going to roll out to his left. Rush is on. Keselowski finishes off what Melvin Tirrett started.
That play had problems from the get-go. The Rosillierre and Bowengi did not know what they were calling or had a little miscommunication, but great penetration. Melvin Tirrett coming from the outside, turning the Rosillierre back inside, and there's Keselowski there to finish, and Tirrett holding on to his ankle. Good pressure up front. Just nowhere to go.
The Rosillierre is still down. He stayed down after the celebration by Melvin Tirrett. The old get him high, get him low. I love that play.
Well, the problem there is you also have Dusty Keselowski, 6'2", 285, landing on him, and you see when somebody comes down with that weight, and there's Melvin Tirrett, 5'11", 190, making the play, getting low, starting that, really using his speed to blow up that play from the get-go, but Dusty Keselowski is just a big boy, and all his weight came down on LaRose Sillier.
He's a former PCAC wrestling champion last year as a junior in the heavyweight division.
Elected to sit out this year. He's going to be in the districts coming up, but elected to sit out because he wanted to come play for Team USA.
I believe he is on his way to UCF.
Florida Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic. There he is. Going to go play for Howard Schnellenberger.
Yep. His buddy and partner in crime this year, Mike Lynch, is heading over to UCF.
It's easy to get them confused since they played side by side for the Gladiators this season.
They pretty much did everything side by side, and initially we're talking both wanted to go to the same school, but decided to choose different schools. Both programs felt like, or both kids felt like those programs suited them better.
When you talk about side by side, the quarterback situation for Team Canada, LaRose Sillier and Jonathan Williams, those two basically hand in hand, have different types of styles, but you can see them hanging out a lot together during the Canadian practices. And right now, LaRose Sillier obviously will have to come out of the ball game, but it looks like it might be a little bit longer because Williams will come in. He adds another dimension to the game. The southpaw
that likes to run here. We're going to see another look at it. And this is what I'm talking about. As he comes down, it's all the weight of Keselowski just hitting the football. I don't think it's just that he got the wind knocked at him, because he'd probably be up by now. The man that does it all, quarterback there, but also kicker, punter, and just could be a little bit winded.
He has taken his time to leave the field of play.
Talking about Keselowski being tough. He's 6'1", 247, so he's a big guy in his own right.
The biggest quarterback that Keselowski's probably ever taken down. Except if Mike Lynch was playing some in the backyard and they had to go against each other. Second down, 22 for Team Canada. Williams now in at quarterback. He has a touchdown, a 1-yard plunge, and he's going to run the quarterback draw. Running from behind and catching him from behind after the 9-yard gain, 10-yard gain is Brandon Rottmeyer.
And Jacques Saint-Ville both read it a little bit late. Brandon Rottmeyer coming down, running around the block. There you see him in pursuit. Jonathan Williams, you know what he's going to do when he gets in the football game. Jacques Saint-Ville doing well, coming from his linebacker position.
Third down and 12 for Team Canada. Zafir, the receiver, to the near side. Bowengi in the slot. And Derivo to the top side. Lund will be the blocker for Williams. Down the middle and caught for a first down. Danny Derivo, the 5'9", 160-pounder out of Laval, Quebec, picks up the first down for Canada. And now we have a Team USA player down after the hit.
Quick stride here, Jonathan Williams, Devereaux right at the stick. Omar Lawrence coming up from his safety position. 5'9", 160, not a big guy, but we've seen today you don't have to be big to make plays, and made a huge play there, getting past the first down marker. How many times do you see, not only even high school and college, but in the pros, that people come up short of the first down marker? There he got to the first down marker, got hit by Omar Lawrence. You see him going out of the game under his own power. It looks like he's all right.
He'll be fine. You can hear the Packer fans giving him a hand as he walks off the field. He'll take a play off, get right back out there. Got a little bounce to his step.
He'll be hitting somebody soon.
Williams moving the team. They were faced with a second down and 22, and now they have a first down at the USA 31. Williams back to pass, looking for his tight end. Thought about throwing it. Now he tucks it back under, trying to regain his composure. Now releases it and just throws it away, and a flag comes out. No receiver in the area at around the 20-yard line. Actually, two flags, one near the line of scrimmage. And Charles Driver says this is going to be holding on Team Canada. Actually, a legal man downfield on the offense.
I guess there's only one flag, but two people threw it, though. Jonathan Williams, and one of those plays where you have a quarterback that runs a lot. You can have your lineman that kind of...
Ineligible man downfield. Gets the offense. 5 yards. Replay first down.
They float down the field thinking that their quarterback's going to tuck it and run, so you have to go down and block. So it's really tough to blame your offensive lineman on this. And You see Jonathan Williams. Guy just keeps going. He doesn't stop, and there you see him getting rid of the football. Smart decision. Don't take the hit.
Brandon Rottmeyer took a hit to the gut. He is out on this play. 1st and 15. Williams is going to run behind his fullback. Now cuts it up the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down near the original line of scrimmage. He might have picked up 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for Team Canada.
Rottmeyer went out. Omar Lawrence now is back in the ball game. Good news for Team USA. Not much really to this. Put the ball under your arm and run with it. Basically taking the snap and running with the football is what he is doing. We saw him throw a strike for the 1st down, but for the most part we're going to see him running, and we will see him run into that man, Omar Lawrence. In a couple of plays, I'm sure that man as well, Brandon Rottmeyer.
Rottmeyer still on the sideline. 2nd down and 11 from the 32. Team Canada had the eye straight up the middle. Lost the football, and Team USA says we have it, and they do. Coming up with it is number 54. We haven't called his name out a lot.
Fairchild.
It is Fairchild out of Dunedin High School. He's wearing that Clearwater Tornado helmet. That's why I didn't recognize him. It's usually a red helmet from Dunedin.
Trying to mess with us here, Eric, but this ball just shoots right out of there. Coming up the middle, we'll see the pressure. Keselowski putting a little bit of pressure, but that just never got up there, and I think the center thought he was going on 1 count, and Rosarier is going on another one.
Dominic Picard couldn't get the snap up, and Williams lost the handle on it. Fairchild with the recovery. Davis in at quarterback for Team USA. They start on their own 31. Reverse going to Danielle Williams. Williams, game time. Flag is down, and Danielle Williams is down after a 9-yard gain.
Danielle Williams should not have gained a yard on that play. Everybody read that from Team Canada, but he cuts the ball back up. Coach Davis is tall, trying to catch Team Canada off. Well, the good news is he puts it in the hands of Danielle Williams, and he'll make any play good.
Offside on Team Canada. Take another look at the play. The little fake going to Billy Henderson, and here comes game time.
Cut it back upfield. Nobody else. It seems like everybody else doesn't have the footing out there. Danielle Williams does not ever seem like he slips out there.
Well, the decision is easy for Team USA. Williams picked up enough yardage to move the chain, so it will be a 1st down at the 42-yard line. Burrows now to the near side, and Williams, who just ran that last play, will go to the top side of your screen as a receiver. Davis looking for Williams. Williams has it on the slant. Williams is down after a couple Canadian tacklers bring him down, and a flag comes out.
Why not?
Looked like the defender and Williams were battling for position out there.
They were, and Williams did well getting his body in front of him, catching the ball with his hands. After, obviously, he pushed off.
Did a little Randy Moss. Obviously, Moss like 6'4", and Williams at 5'6". He's allowed to push off because he's the smaller guy.
We'll see it here. Just a little pass out to Danielle Davis. 3-step drop set. Danielle catching with his hands. We couldn't see the push off. You can see a little bit of separation up top, and obviously the big, nasty Danielle Williams out there roughing people up, Eric.
Well, he was roughing up his 5'6" counterpart for Team Canada. Wayne Jean. It's a 15-yard penalty. Moves the football back to the 27-yard line. 7:59 remaining. USA on top by 8. Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Counter action going to Eric Hunter. Eric Hunter has a lot of those yards back. He's up to the 39-yard line. He'll pick up 12.
Little counter, we haven't seen that in a while. Eric Hunter ran this in the first half, got big yardage again. Nice little pull by Chris Carruthers. Pratt out in front with the block. Eric Hunter, like all the backs for Team USA, likes to get the yardage straight up the middle, do the damage, and then really hit the defensive back as they're coming up to make the tackle.
Be a 3rd down and 13. Remember, on the pass interference, that's also a loss of down on the offense. Davis back to pass, looking, has his man, throws it wide of Eddie Meyer. Even if he caught it, wouldn't have been enough for the 1st down. Team USA will have to punt it away.
to Davis here on this play. He might have been a little impatient. He had plenty of time for others there. You see throwing his man to the ground. And tried to get that out there. Danielle Williams was going a little deeper on his out, and Davis had time to wait for it. Danielle looked like he was breaking free.
Here, Darrow back to field the punt, standing at their own 28. Jack has a little bit more time, pushes it up there. And a fair catch is called with nobody within 10 yards around the punt returner.
Well, that was called as soon as the punt went off, Eric. That might have been something called from the sideline. Make sure we get the football sure-handed. And that wasn't even caught really well. I mean, he caught it up kind of like he was fielding the fly ball.
Team Canada will have the football at its own 24-yard line. We have 6:58 remaining in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Laurociliere back in at quarterback for Team Canada. He has less than 7 minutes to drive for the tying touchdown if they convert a 2-point conversion. He's looking to go deep. Now he's going to tuck it and run it. Directs traffic, throws it up high and too high for the intended receiver, Danny Darrow, and a flag down at around the 25.
I think it might be another lineman downfield because 73 is way out of there.
And it will be. Number 73 is Jeremy Simpson. It looked like he was going to run it, and once again, that same call on what you had mentioned, Brian. He's running quarterbacks. He gets ready to throw it, and then he decides to run it, and now he's going to throw it again.
Yeah, you see Jeremy Simpson down there. Quickly, you saw him in your screen, and it's tough. You don't know. Do you block downfield? And that's one of the things. Got to be communication between the quarterback and your offensive line.
First down and 15 from the 19-yard line, Team Canada. 3-receiver set. Nick Wishart in the slot. Laurociliere now on the quarterback draw. Favorite play coming up. Lawrence trips him up right before he gets to the first down marker.
That was run from the get-go. Blocked well up front. See a double on Keselowski there. Clears that area. Jacques St. Bill's getting pushed back, but Omar Lawrence shot out of a cannon, comes up there and makes the big stop.
Second down and 2. Laurociliere showing that if he did get the wind knocked out of him, he's fine now. Looks a little hobbly, but he can move once he takes the snap. Handoff and going nowhere is Alex Mwingi. He was tackled in the backfield by Brandon Rottmeyer. Keselowski had pursuit as well.
Well, Brandon Rottmeyer has just been unbelievable this whole tournament for Team USA. Nobody's found out how to block him, and Keselowski in there helping him, but Brandon Rottmeyer got him 2 yards back in the backfield, and he's just been doing that all tournament long.
They'll give him about a half a yard on the carry. Third down and a yard for Team Canada on its own 34-yard line. I formation. They'll give it to Wishart. Wishart has the first down. He's driven back by Chris Fairchild, but it will be a first down for Team Canada. Fairchild looked like Dick Buckus on that tackle.
Wishart just got a crown of Chris Fairchild right on his chest. Beating Frisley even there, but just, I mean, you just see him go flying back as soon as he comes in contact with Fairchild. He's there with the Clearwater Tornadoes helmet on. Chris Fairchild out of Dunedin High School.
First down and 10 for Team Canada. On the 36, Laurociliere looking to go deep. Has a receiver open, and running for the touchdown is going to be Darrow, and chasing from behind is Elliott down to the 1-yard line. Darrow caught it in stride, and he has Canada in position to tie this game up.
Could have had the best pass of the game right there. Threaded in between Elliott, Omar Lawrence, the free safety coming over. Laurociliere right here with the just. Omar Lawrence came with a bad angle. But look at the hustle by Marvin Elliott to keep this alive. And Devereaux almost cost himself by putting that football out there in one hand.
4:48 remaining. Daravo, the big reception. Handoff going to Bowingi. Bowingi, left side, touchdown, Team Canada.
Got a big pass play setting up Team Canada at the goal line. Team Canada going, scoring. Now they're going to call a timeout. Obviously, Eric, down by 2. They're going to talk about what they need to do, get in, get the 2 points tied up, and there you see, not much. That Bowingi straight up the middle, following the big boys. Fairchild gets over there, but not in time.
The 62-yard reception by Daravo sets up Alex Bowingi's touchdown. Bowingi scored a 4-yard touchdown run in the game against Japan. He's being recruited by Buffalo and Kent State. 6'1", 220-pounder, 19 years of age. Because remember, this tournament is for 16 through 19. I haven't seen too many 16-year-olds on anybody's team out here, including Japan.
Well, Team Canada, hanging around this whole day, and Team USA never really put them away. Just let them stay. And this team last year did the same thing, down 6-0, came back 1-7-6. They're the defending champs. Team USA has to be the one to knock them off.
Now they're going for the 2-point conversion. And the crowd starts to come to life here at Clearwater High School, calling for the red, white, and blue to stop the 2-point conversion.
Look for a rollout, I assume, run-pass option.
Rosselier can run with the football. Maybe a quarterback draw. It will be the quarterback draw straight up the middle and caught from behind by Jason Fries-Levin, and the red, white, and blue denied Team Canada the chance to tie with a 2-point conversion.
Fries-Levin and Jacques St. Ville coming in there. 2 players made a big play right there. Good call by your part on the quarterback draw. Looked like Team USA might have thought that way too. First person that gets a hit in is Lund right there. And Jacques St. Ville was the one really that blew that play up, grabbing underneath. Melvin Tierrett was in there on the tackle, and then Fries-Levin came in from the backside to clear it up.
Jacques St. Ville out of Admiral Farragut Academy's Blue Jackets. They went undefeated. The prize possession, or was the prize possession, of Mike Gelazzo as head coach. And now Team USA has a 2-point lead, 21-19. Here's another look at Rosilier's big pass to Danny Daravo, the 62-yarder, threading the needle to set up the TD.
Daravo caught it in stride. It looked like Omar Lawrence thought going over there that he was going to maybe pick that off, and then Daravo, seeing a little too much films of Walter Payton there with the ball in one hand as it was going to the end zone, got to tuck that away.
Sam Roper, the special teams coach, giving instructions to Team USA. Stephane Rosselier missed an extra point earlier on his touchdown run up the middle, but he comes up big with the pass play.
He always looks like he's tired and he's beat up.
He's saving the energy. He's saving it.
Looks like he's sandbagging it a little bit. There you see 5 of 6, 151 yards. See in the open when I said he really doesn't have a great arm out of his line there. Look at those numbers.
So you look at what Canada had to do to come in this game. They wanted the O-line to control the quickness. They've done that somewhat. They needed to throw the ball better. They've done that. Daravo has had a great game. And they've kept this game close. Henderson muffs it on his own 10. Now he's got to outrun everybody, looking for somewhere to find some room. He's not going to be able to do it, and he is driven back to the 13. He muffed it, and that cost him field position. Taking him down was big number 97, Jean-Nicolas Javois.
Well, he was, after he muffed it too, Eric, he didn't just get the ball and go upfield. He kind of was looking around, see where he was going, kind of slowly pick it up, and instead of just going straight up and getting the yardage, now he starts to dance. Now he's in big time trouble. Here, he's lucky Team USA didn't get themselves a clipping call.
Instead, Team USA is fortunate to be starting at its own 15. Would be inside the 10-yard line if they would have picked up that clip that Brian was talking about. Gorman and Hall are the backs. Was an offset. Poulos will give it to Hall. Hall trying to bounce to the outside. Hall avoiding a couple of tacklers, and he's hit hard from behind, and he'll pick up 3. That had to hurt, getting hit that hard in the back.
Here you're going to see Hall with a little bit of a cutback. Gorman in front looking for somebody to block. Hall making people miss and then coming in there, and he just absolutely pays the price from the outside. Team Canda with a big hit.
Guillaume Labonte, 6'4", 280, wrapping him up from that defensive tackle position, and also Yves Pearl with a big hit from behind. Gorman with the carry, trying to bounce to the outside. Tackle for a 3-yard loss. The defensive line of Team Canda says if you're going to run the football, we're going to stack it in there.
Adrian Davis coming through there, shooting the gap. Gorman trying to take this one to the outside, and just instead of going straight up the middle. See Adrian Davis, 6'4", 260, a lot of speed underneath there. 3:33. Canada forces Team USA into a 3rd down and smartly calls a timeout, saves some of the time.
They'll burn one with 3:33 left. Coach Roper and Achilles Houlis talking it over. Coach Ian Breck talking it over with one of the officials. Says, how do you like that call?
Seems like he's
all we got to do is hold him, and we can get that punt. Team USA is going to bring the offense over to the sideline. And now John Davis is going to give him a piece of his mind and say, look, we convert here. We can make them burn those timeouts and start using the clock.
All you got to do.
Right now, there's so many options on the field. Achilles is familiar with Charles Drivers out there. Corey Burrows both played at Tarpon with him. Obviously, we're going to see game time out there.
Lineman can't go downfield. You stay on that defensive end.
What formation? On the tail end of that conversation. Trying to get his guys sound like to stay in position in a certain area. Look for Achilles Houlis. You and I would, if I'm guessing, he's going to be having the quarterback move out of the pocket.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Davis likes to do. He likes to roll his quarterback a little bit. And there's Daniel Williams from Team Canada. I'm looking for him. He's the big play man.
Corey Burrows, get to call his number. They pitch it, and Hall's going to throw it out there, and it's picked off. They'll say he's out of play. Guillaume Roy comes up with the interception, but they say he did not have his feet down.
Wow, with a big play over there.
Was well covered. Williams was double teamed.
That's an interesting play call, Andre Hall. Here you're going to see Achilles Houlis to Hall. Hall's dropping. Hall didn't really have...
You can see Williams here getting out. There was a flag on the play. After we get through with the replay, you'll hear it from Kevin Stein.
Yards. Still 3rd down.
Canada was offsides. It will give 5 more yards for Team USA. All the penalties all night on Team USA, and now Canada commits a huge infraction. Give a makeable 3rd down for the red, white, and blue.
I'm thinking this time Achilles might be throwing.
Will throw the football. Little play action. They roll him out. He says, I'm going to run for it. And he's probably going to run into trouble. Trying to squeeze through, hit, needed to get to the 25-yard line, and he's not going to get there.
Achilles had his man, Charles Driver, his tight end, sitting in the center of the zone. Did not see him. Here you're going to see him roll out. Half fake, really, and his man was back across. Charles didn't get far enough across the field, not in his sight. But the way Achilles been playing this whole time, you'd expect him to come up with something special there.
Emmanuel Girard with the tackle, 5'11", 214. And Canada says we're going to let the clock roll and make this just a 1-possession game for us, save those 2 timeouts. And Team USA just letting it go down, and finally they'll call a timeout, use up all of that 30-second clock. We'll take a break. 2:34 remaining in this contest. Team USA right now 2 points on top in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Back at Clearwater High School, Eric Keaton and Brian Siracusa, our competitors, Team Canada and Team USA. 2:34 left in the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Third down conversion goes awry for Team USA. They have to punt it. Brian Jack is back standing at his own 11. It's Danny Darabo, who is having an outstanding game, standing around his own 43 for Team Canada. Jack gets the punt away. Flag is down. Darabo will let the punt just roll to the 30, and it will be down there by Team USA, but a flag is down. Did Team Canada jump off sides? Legal motion on Team USA, and they'll punt it again.
My first thought was too, Eric, that if they were offside, that would be just one of the silliest mistakes you've ever seen. But Jack's going to have to redo that. He had a nice punt there. Obviously, the roll helped him. This time, Team Canada has to have the ability to get up. They have two safeties back. One of the two has to be able to get to that ball before it bounces there. You see too many times in high school football, the ball bounces and you lose 15, 20 yards.
Zafir and Darabo are 19 years of age, both of them out of Laval, Quebec. Team USA moves back 5 yards. Darabo now by himself, standing at the midfield stripe. Jack will kick it, and this one will be fielded by Darabo. And he breaks up the middle and will be taken down inside USA territory. Melvin Terrett down there along with Michael Williams for Team USA.
Team Canada 46 yards away from the end zone. We've seen their kicking. It is not great. Rosselier is a quarterback, not a kicker, and Team Canada really, I think, has to go 46, probably about 40 yards for them, even to have a legit shot with the kicking.
2:12 remaining in the championship. It has been the North American gridiron battle. Team Canada and Team USA. Rosselier not in. They'll give it to Jonathan Williams. He hands it off straight up the middle, and Keselowski and Brandon Rottmeyer take down Bowingi. They met him at the line of scrimmage and said, "We're not fooled at all."
Rottmeyer and Keselowski were just left alone. Here you're going to see them both. A little swim move there by Rottmeyer. Keselowski, same on the other side. That's tough to move when those two guys come in there and meet you head on.
Keselowski says, "I have a new partner. Mike Lynch isn't here. I'll take Rottmeyer. Anybody will take Rottmeyer as a partner." Those two now on the defensive interior. Driver on the left. And up top is Jacques Saint-Ville. Williams going to roll out this way. Cuts it back across the middle. And Jacques Saint-Ville comes in and takes him down at around the 38.
Great pursuit by Jacques Saint-Ville as they come down the line. Jonathan Williams, we know he has the ability to run the football. And here's Saint-Ville all the way up on the top. They don't even really go too much with their face. They kind of half-heartedly do it. And he's lucky he held on to that football. You're going to see him changing as Jock's hitting him. He is changing the football from one hand to the other. Did a great job holding on.
Third down and 2, approaching 1 minute left in the championship. Williams barks out his signals at the line of scrimmage. It's defense against the offense. Canada rolling out this way. It's Williams. He's just trying to pick up the first down. Flag is down as well as the ball carrier is taken out. Williams, I don't think he made the first down, but a flag was thrown on the near sideline.
Holding right in front of the ref.
It will be a hold, moving Canada back. And they'll have a longer conversion they have to make.
Sorry, Eric, here it is. Charles Shiver right there. Can't get off his block because he's being held. And that's why they had the ability to get to the corner. Blocking up front by Mark II on Charles Driver.
10 yards, by the foul.
10-yard penalty will take the football back to the Team USA 47-yard line, almost the original line of scrimmage. It will be third down and 11.
They just wound the clock. Their Team Canada is still in the huddle. The coaches are yelling for them to get up to the line.
Williams gets him up to the line. Now 40 seconds left. Crowd on its feet. The championship is winding down. Williams going to put the football up in the air. Has the receiver wide open. Is it picked off? Lawrence couldn't hold on for the game-ending interception.
Omar Lawrence right there. Had the game in his hands, as he said, Eric. That ball just got away from Williams, trying to hit his man crossing over the middle. and it just floated just a little bit over his hands. And there's a Devereaux coming across.
You know, 81 is going to be called upon to make the big catch. 4th down. This is the ball game. All week long, Team Canada talked about stopping Team USA's offense. Now their offense has to come up with a big play against the USA defense. Championship on the line. Team Canada has to convert. Williams looking across, has his man, and has the first down. That will stop the clock with 24 ticks remaining.
Stopping the clock here. All right, here we're going to see a nice look at Williams dropping back, looking over the middle, finding his wide receiver, Zafir. Saw him make a big catch earlier. There's a good look at Jonathan Williams. Zafir made a great catch earlier in the game to set up the second touchdown for Team Canada. Here he makes it on 4th down.
Mark Loranger, the offensive coordinator, talking with Jonathan Williams and Coach Ian Breck. I unofficially have 1 timeout remaining for Team Canada with 24 ticks left. Mike Perlin, the defensive coordinator now, his toughest task as the season winding down with 24 ticks left in this Global Football Championship number 5. Last year it was a 1-point game. Will this year will it be a 2-point game? Will Canada? And they have a lot of options. Do they get in position? Do they try the field goal? Do they go ahead and go for the end zone?
It's going to be an interesting call. Said that wide receivers aren't the biggest, so that'll be interesting. Team USA does not have the biggest defensive back, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. We'll see as they get closer. Jonathan Williams is now in the game, so at least the Sillier is getting time over there, and he's not as tired when he goes in for the kick.
First down for Team Canada. They have 1 timeout remaining, and they are 34 yards away from taking the lead and possibly the championship. Looked like some movement, no call. Rush is on. Quarterback goes down. West O on the sack for USA. And Canada, I said unofficially, they do not have a timeout remaining. 8 seconds, 7 seconds left on the clock. This could be the final play. Williams back to pass. Throws it up. Picked off. Marvin Elliott has it, and he has the championship for the red, white, and blue. We do have a flag on the play. I'm pretty sure you heard that from the PA announcer over the cheers of USA.
Sending everybody back to the bench.
We're sending everybody back, as Brian said, to their appropriate sidelines. Who will this be on? If it's on Team USA, Canada gets 1 more play and gives them a chance to set up a play.
Unless it's post-possession.
Dead ball, personal foul. That's the ball game.
And it was one heck of a ball game between USA and Team Canada. The final score, USA 21, Canada 19. It went down to the final play. Elliott on the interception. And Brian, Patrick Steenberg, who put together this championship 5 seasons ago, couldn't ask for 2 better finals in 2 seasons in a row.
It is unbelievable. The consolation game was a 1 touchdown win for Japan. This one, 2-point win for Team USA over Team Canada. I really think Team Canada came in here and showed people a lot. Obviously, coming in 49-5 over Team Europe. A lot of people are thinking Team USA might run away with this.
Team USA wins its first global championship in the 5-year season of the Red Oak Farms Global Championship. The week of the Super Bowl, if the Super Bowl is anything like this game tonight, they'll be talking about this contest for quite a while.
Way too many passes, Eric, for this to be the Super Bowl.
The scoreboard says it all. USA, a 2-point winner based on the point after touchdown and the missed 2-point conversion by Team Canada. We have our award ceremony coming up for both teams. The team MVPs will be down on the sidelines to get that presentation. You're watching it right here on Time Warner Sports. Team USA wins Global Championship number 5. Keaton and Brian Syracuse. Team USA, the winner by 2 over Team Canada and the Red Oak Farms Global Football Junior Championship number 5. Let's go down on the sidelines now where Patrick Steenburge, the founder of Global Football, is trying to direct traffic between Team USA and Team Canada as they get set to hand out the medals and the MVP and trophy presentation.
I'm far from the beach here. That's all I got. These guys got it. You're all right, Juan. We'd now like to ask Gordon Reisinger, the CEO of Red Oak Farms, and Jackie Jackson from Red Oak Farms to distribute these silver medals to Team Canada, please. Gentlemen. Yeah, it might be easier. Congratulations to Team Canada on your effort. You came in as defending champion, won this last year's first appearance. Won your first game here, and gave a great effort. Played 48 minutes of great football. I'd like to have a nice hand for Team Canada, please. Congratulate them for their efforts. I'd especially like to thank the National Football Federation of Canada for their stellar work in helping organize this. Their administration and staff have been great to work with over the past 9 months. And Coach Ian Breck and his staff for putting together, obviously, a great football team. I think we all learned a lot about the quality of football across the country of Canada, our neighbors to the north. First place last year, second place this year. We look forward to having you back in New Orleans next year for the Global Junior Championship number 6. We will also bring out the Most Valuable Trophy Award for Team Canada, voted on by all the folks up in the booth, and this was very close. Football is every bit a team sport. That's what makes it so great. There's no sport like it where 11 young men have to work together every instant. But it's also the type of sport where we do recognize the men who stand out. I hope you wear those medals proudly, boys. You earned a great medal. We'd like to present the Most Valuable Player Award. Number 99, Emmanuel Girard. Emmanuel. Great performance. Thank you. Coach Breck, are you available for a second? Coach Breck? Thank you very much. Coach Breck. Coach, congratulations. Thank you very much. Performance for the organizers. I know it's tough after a loss, but I'd like you to say a few words about your team in the event here, if you would. Thank you, Patrick. We huddled with our team, and we told them this, that when they make an effort like they did tonight, there's nothing to be ashamed of, but they can hold their heads high because they represented our country well in our football program. We applaud the American team because they were quality opponents, and it was certainly fun to watch some of the skills that were on display here. You did a good job, fellas. Your coaches prepared you well. But I'd also like to compliment our coaches for the terrific effort that they made in getting our team ready to play, and our kids especially, who really showed the kind of character that they have and the kind of football team that we are. So well done, Canada. Thank you, USA. Thank you, Coach Breck. Team Canada, great job. I'm sure we'll see you next year again. Now I'll ask our sponsors, the Red Oak Farms people, to present the gold medal awards and ribbons
to the USA team. Gordon, would you please present the medals? This is very much like an Olympic competition, and so we present medals here because we all have a dream that someday football may be an Olympic sport, and this is where it all starts right here. I know how tough it is. Every country that participates here has a difficult task in putting together their group of young men. Canada has a huge area to choose from, but they play a different game. They play with motion, they play with 12 players, they play with a wider field. They had to do a great job to adapt to the American rules that we play with here. And USA, even though there's about 1 million kids playing high school football, they only had 24 schools to choose from to put together this fine team for Pinellas County. These are the best seniors that were available to play. The basketball players couldn't play, wrestlers couldn't play. It was the best young men who were available to play that are seniors in high school. I want to commend the coaching staff. Again, all the schools here in Pinellas County. The great thing I saw here, which you don't always see, is the public schools and the private schools working together to provide a great team and a great event for Pinellas County, hooked in here with the Super Bowl. While they're getting their medals, I would also like to thank the NFL International for their support and assistance. Any of you folks who have your television sets, Time Warner Broadcasting, thank them for broadcasting this game. You'll be able to see this Monday night. Turn on Time Warner Television, you get to see it. The folks in Canada have just seen this game live all across the province of Quebec. You know there are a lot of folks in Canada cheering. And if you've got a computer Monday night, turn on NFLEurope.com. This game will be broadcast over the internet to everybody with a computer in the whole wide world. Got to see you folks here cheering and got to see these young men playing. So NFLEurope.com, we appreciate your help. When we get done with our medals, we'll do our most valuable player and our team trophy. So Gordon gets done here. It takes a whole lot of people to make this thing work. I'd also like to thank my staff of misfits who come with me from around the country, around the world to help us each year, and hopefully it fit in with all your families and all your friends here in Pinellas County, Florida. I'm just filling time, boys. We'd now like to have the folks from Red Oak Farms present our Most Valuable Player Award for the USA team. A young man who I've had the pleasure to meet. I think I frightened him on the road the other day driving to downtown Tampa with me. But a man who is not very big in stature, but got a big heart and plays a great game of football. MVP for USA, Danielle Williams. This one's heavy. Coach Roper coached his father, now he coaches his son. Now for the 5th year, we're proud to present the Global Junior Championship Trophy. It's been won twice by Mexico, once by Europe, once by Canada, now by the USA. Head coach Sam Roper. hold a few words in the moment of Coach Sam Roper. I'd just like to thank Patrick and his group and inviting us to participate in this great game. It's a great group of players we played with. I'd like to congratulate Team Canada, the Japan team, and also the European team. Great competition. I believe all the players and the coaches thoroughly enjoyed it. I'd also like to give a lot of credit to my coaches. They did a great job this week. Thank you. All right, folks, that's all the football for this year. See you in New Orleans next year.
And Team USA 21-19 winners over Team Canada. It's been an eventful week with all four teams, as Coach Roper was talking about, and he thanked them. And Brian, you look back at this ball game, I guess you could look at two key turnovers. Omar Lawrence picking off the interception as Canada was going in on one of its initial drives, and then they fumbled the football, and Team USA turned them away a couple of times, and Canada was getting ready to score.
Well, those were big turnovers. Team USA and Eric Hunter almost had that turnover right into the goal line. That was key. So a lot of key plays. The biggest one, though, I think, is the missed extra point. They have to go back to the fact that then they had to go for two. Otherwise, they knocked down all three of their extra points. We got a tie ball game. We're playing overtime right now.
Brian and I will take a quick break, come back, wrap the game up, take a look at final numbers right after this.